Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I am back. And thank you all for joining us this evening. As you can see, we actually have a special guest. You want to say hey, Cheekbones? Oh, have I got you mute? Oh, she hasn't unmuted her
There,
mic.
there you
There
go.
you go.
The Hubs was in here running the control panel, so there you
Oh,
go.
he was. I get it, girl.
How is everybody doing?
I hope okay. I've had better days, so I'm glad that you're here with me because I have been living on Pedialyte and applesauce for the last couple of days. I don't know if the Bactrim I'm taking is just killing me. I don't know. But I'm glad you're here today, Cheekbones.
Well, thank
We
you.
got a lot of people coming in now. So, hey, everybody. Let me just say hey to everybody real quick, and then we're just going to get into this live stream. But why don't you just tell everybody a little bit about who you are? Because I've have obviously always new subs who may not be familiar with who you are and what you do and why it's so good to have you here. Because Chantel goes on about a health journey on this live. So I think we need to tackle it with some medical expertise tonight.
Sure. I am a registered dietitian, have been so about going on 17 years. My main practice has been in clinical dietetics. I've worked in dialysis units, cardiac units, worked a lot with diabetes education. Uh, I'm trying to think. I've done skilled, I've done long-term care, just the whole genre.
Right.
Um, yeah.
I'm excited to have you here this evening because our girl is wild tonight, Cheekbones. She is wild. And I just it's all about health in this one. So
Yes.
I thought we should tackle some of the things that she's potentially talking about. Feeling a little bit better, Pat. Thank you. Enough to try to come on live, but thankfully I have Cheekbones here to share the reaction because I actually started to react to this video earlier today that we're going to see. I think she just called it Foodie Beauty is live or something like that. And I started to react to it and I started to get so it started to get so long and I was getting so wound up by her bad advice that I was like, I can't do this alone. I gotta, I
Mhm.
gotta, I gotta text my friend Cheekbones over here and see if she wants to tackle
And
this with me.
I had told you when you texted me, I had just come in from my walk, and I want to thank you because your YouTube shorts, walking your little sweet poochie poo. I thought that I need to get on back on it. My husband and
Oh,
I have always been big walkers, but we just built a house and moved into it, and things get in the way. And I thought that's it. So we've started up again, and that's thanks to you. You motivated me.
oh, well, you know what? That makes me so happy. You just made my day. I feel like I'm about to cry over here. That's all I want. I just want to keep people's hearts healthy. That's just awesome.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad that it inspires people. And Junebug and I will be back out there again, getting our shorts. It's just that she's been a very good dog for me over the last few days because I have not had the energy that I usually have to take her on long, long walks. So
Yeah.
she's been a very good dog, so I'm happy to have that. But everybody, I'm so glad all of our Pat Ray, Miss Rosebud, we got lots of people in the house tonight, but we're just going to go straight over to this. I think she calls it the Penningtons and Shoppers Drug Mart Hall Live, and it's
Oh, I
back.
have not seen this.
Oh, it's brand new. It just came out. That's why I said this one's wild. Okay.
Okay.
That's why I said you gotta come in and help me with this one because I can't do this alone. I tried today, and I tell you, it almost broke me. So, so anyway, let me make us two over. Let me bring up Miss Chantal, and we're gonna bring up this shopping haul. Oh my goodness, the girl is just
Oh, jump
oh
scare.
oh my goodness. Can you see the skin?
Woo wee.
Yeah, yeah,
Wowzer.
yeah. Let me make. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, look at the skin. That is. And she said, somebody said, you'll hear it. We'll just let it play. You're going to laugh hard, everybody. Get ready to laugh tonight, guys. I not even a neighbor of mine who watches my channel. Actually, friends of mine, believe it or not, watch my reactions. And they all want to know who this person is and is she for real?
I know. My husband always has choice words. Even my youngest, my daughter, she'll come home from college and will make and I. And it's not she's the sweetest person on the earth, but every time when she comes in, she's like, "Is she still alive?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because she's grown up with a dietitian mother. So I said, "Yeah, she still is." She goes, I said, "Yeah."
But she doesn't look good here. This is
No,
not.
but does she have her gap? Is there gap back in her teeth? Her front teeth? Is that a gap? Has she been to the dentist?
Oh, girl, you'll see her teeth. People talk about her teeth. It's all going to come out in this live
Okay.
today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Sapphire, for the super sticker. We really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you're going to be having fun tonight with this one because she must have flossed. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, you'll hear when she talks about the coffee. Oh, it's wild. I can't. Let's just get her started, shall we? Are you ready to react to this one, Cheekbones?
I'm buckled up. My hands are
Okay.
inside the ride.
I may not speed her up in the first 20 minutes. Okay. I usually go to 1.25, but she says some things in here about her nails and what she thinks are wrong with her nails. And I think we need to buckle up. So we'll speed her up when she kind of gets through the first part. And then just because I want people to hear her. Because I think sometimes when I speed her up, I miss the odd word. And so, yeah, get ready for a wild ride tonight, everybody. I hope you grabbed your drinks and snacks because Chantel's going to take us on a medical. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I can't even with this. Just wait. You haven't seen it. So I'm looking forward to your reaction to this one, Cheekbones.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay. Yeah, you should be. Professional as always.
Hi, babe. Hey, handsomest man of the world. Nope, Salah was first. Nastoon second, though. There's nothing wrong with that.
Is she
Hey,
loud
Missy,
enough to turn
Jessie,
around?
Isla. I got nothing for you.
She looks like
Gemini Gem.
So yeah, her teeth are looking pretty bad.
And she's got that, I'm sure, cookies in a cup is what she's drinking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, you'll wait till you're gonna love this one as a registered dietitian tonight, Cheekbones. You're gonna love this
May
one.
spontaneously human combust, but let's go.
Yes, you will be. You'll be melting in your seat by the end of this evening.
Justine, watch out for the seagulls. Colleen, that's not playing. Brittany Rose, hello.
We're trying to get over
Tangerine, hey,
chat. Make sure I'm bringing chat up over here.
Vera, I'm getting a manicure tomorrow.
Ooh.
So don't worry.
Okay, there we go. Let's go back to those nails.
Taylor.
Okay. Did you see her nails come up? Do you need me to go back and kind of freeze on that at all?
Oh, I saw them.
You saw them? Okay, let me see if I can get her to freeze on them for just a second so we can describe, because she doesn't know what the word clubbing means, as we're going to find out later on. Oh, yeah. I might. Hold on. There we are. Okay, beautiful. Okay, what are we seeing here in these nail beds?
She definitely has some clubbing. My goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. She's really clubbing. That's wild.
And I don't know if it's just the sunlight, but her knuckles look really dark. I don't know.
Yes.
If that's almost psiotic.
Right. She's blue in the hands, like she's not getting proper oxygenation, which would explain the clubbing.
Yeah, that's worrisome.
Oh, absolutely. That's really that. Yeah. And then her fingernails. I mean, now, do you see any signs of diabetes in here? I'm seeing the clubbing. Is it liver failure? What is making it so dark here?
I believe you are correct that and I can't, recall the scientific name, but they're at the base of her nail beds, that ridge or line
Right
demarcation.
here.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone can see it in the audience what I'm pointing to.
And my recollection is that is liver related. Don't hold my feet to the fire on that,
Right.
but yeah.
Yeah. I think that may be liver related. I would love to get somebody who's an expert on the nails over here, like a dermatologist. I mean, the clubbing I can recognize, and her
Yeah.
nails, and then that cyanotic looking hand. It is very blue.
Yeah.
And she's about to go on another long distance flight, of course, So yeah, and then her skin. She's going to talk about all of these things today. Okay, she's going to get into it all. So just be prepared, guys.
Tomorrow. Taylor. Yeah. Hey, Alana. Peb Kit.
Oh God. Okay. So did you see that response there? Hold on, let me stop her. You see that somebody says that their mother's nails look like that before they died of liver failure, cheekbones?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can always tell a lot, actually by their hands. You know that because I'm sure the first, one of the things you look at is the nail
Absolutely.
beds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things you're taught to assess as a practitioner in a lot of ways, because it tells you a lot about, some people might naturally have I have slightly seemingly brittler nails or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's more of a genetic thing. Whereas, but mine aren't showing signs of disease. And
Yeah.
her hands are starting to show that she's getting very unwell. I'm surprised she got the energy.
Well, and I have not seen a close up. I've seen a lot of people commenting about her thumbs.
Mm.
And, I don't know if it's the clubbing or the shape of them. I'm not sure. Maybe the chat knows what I'm talking about, but, yeah, I would like to see. And I don't have the Twitter. I don't do the Twitter, so I'm sure they're floating around on the Twitter. But I would like to see if it's the clubbing or what's going on with her thumbs.
Right. And Brooke brought up a great point. She's not getting enough circulation. Flying is going to be dangerous for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then oh my gosh. Okay. Let keep going, Queen. Tell us how healthy you are, because you just prepare for the ride.
Duck puppet. Yeah, I'm still in Canada. This doesn't look like Kuwait, does it? No. There's the Kia. I'm trying a tiramisu flavored cold brew from Tim Hortons.
What do you think to that drink for an unmanaged, uncontrolled type 2 diabetic? It was a tiramisu.
I wonder if she wrote this on her planner. Was it on her planner? Did she write this down?
I think she did. She did. It must have been payday because she's back at Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah, it must have dropped. I don't know. Something did.
She's not as miserable. She seems happier. Her skin looks very bad though.
It almost looks like she's sunburned, but you can see that, that triangle from around her mouth and stuff. I don't know what her CPAP looks like. I have my own opinion that she does not wear that CPAP on a regular basis. I don't think she does, but anyway. But
and
yeah,
I think you're probably, and just not to interrupt, but I think you're correct from the looking at her hands. If you're oxygenating correctly at night, then you wouldn't expect. I think her oxygen sat when she was at the hospital was 95%. I don't know if they had her on any O2 or anything.
Yeah.
I saw it at 95. I was surprised she was 95, actually.
Well, that surprises me, actually. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what's up. She calls it rosacea, but this is, I think, something else going on internally.
Yeah, I would almost say it was a sunburn, but you can see that white mark down the sides of her nose, around to the bottom of her mouth.
Right. And so people with rosacea say this is probably rosacea. And
Well,
I don't think she manages it well, though. I think that's the thing, is that you do have to do certain things to like with your diet and not having too much sun exposure. There's like certain things in order to help you manage rosacea. And
yeah. Well, the Beatus ain't helping her, either. So
yeah, and all that sugary oral yeast all over her face. Oh gosh. Okay, keep going, Chantel.
And it's very good, but milky. Hi, Ethan. Seagull pizza.
1,000-calorie drink.
Don't ever feed animals. Like, no, I got a new blush. It's like peachy. SCP. I have the most depressing story, and I'm warning you, it's about animals. And I'm like not okay. Like I'm so depressed because of this. I found out,
and I'm gonna let
that
Chantel tell her sad story, but just of course this is how she decides to start her live. Now Chantel is like a wildlife expert, so let her roll.
apparently the one
Oh,
goose
look
that
at
I
the
showed
cat.
you near near Harvey's, it was in a fast food drive-through. It died because apparently, like, it's right at the end of a drive-through window, right?
see
So
that?
people are probably thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna feed the bird." Well, they fed them French fries, and it freaking
Do you see that
choked.
sugar?
It died. I don't know what happened to the eggs. I don't. The other geese around the city are okay, but like it's one of those things where it's like the person probably didn't know. Like I didn't really know. Like I thought birds just eat anything. Like I feel bad feeding them bread that one time, the pizza, but so don't ever, if you see a goose, if you're in Canada or a bird and you
plus
don't
it
know
has
what to
20
eat,
grams
like
of fat.
I'm guilty of that too. Don't do it. I know. Why would they nest there? Like find somewhere in nature private. Why would you do that? So I'm so depressed because of that. Sorry to be a bummer, but I don't know. You saw a bird eat another bird? Yeah, chickens will eat anything. I don't know what happened to the goose. It is so sad.
So we just have to laugh at this. Now, what do you want to say about that drink? Because somebody did actually research it for us real fast. They say it's 320 kcal, 33 grams of sugar. It was 20 grams of fat and 3 grams of protein.
it's almost 3 tablespoons of sugar in that.
30 tablespoons? Is that a
No,
3?
it has 8.25 teaspoons, which would be, a little less than 3 tablespoons of sugar in it.
That's still a lot. 3
That's a
tablespoons.
lot. That's a lot. You said it had 20 grams of fat?
That's what it said, because I guess all the milk.
I'm sure they probably use half and half. But my goodness, golly. That's a meal. And I'm one of these people that, and now look, I like my wine. I will be the first to admit it. But now I drink the light wine. A lot of brands have come out that's half the calories.
Yeah.
That's what I've gone to. But, these kind of sugary drinks I don't drink. That's a meal.
Yes, I've always avoided these types of drinks. And even if I do an iced coffee, I'm probably going to add a little oat milk to it. And I never take sugar. I never have liked sugary drinks.
No, I actually have not consumed a regular Coca-Cola since 1988.
Good for you. And I can't think of the last time I had anything like that myself.
No, I'm not a sugar person.
Every time I think about it just being sugar on my teeth, that's it. I'm like,
Yeah.
out. I'm like,
I always calculate calories of everything and think, I'd much rather eat my calories than to drink them. So, but we know that she wasn't like, well, this is going to be my lunch for today. I mean, this,
oh
she
yeah,
probably had this with
she'll
a
tell you.
poutine.
This is how she started her morning. She didn't go
Yeah.
out with any breakfast. This is the first thing she hits.
Mm-hmm.
That's really bad. I mean, and listen, she's going to keep going on about how healthy she's going to get. Oh, she drives me crazy. She drives me crazy. She is just so infuriating. Toddlerish in her behavior. She should drink water.
Mm-hmm. Well, but and I think we've talked about this on the other panels I've been on you with, is that we don't know what the status of her kidneys are, if she has been diagnosed with congestive heart failure, that she would possibly need some type of fluid restriction. So
Absolutely.
there's a lot of variables with her that float around out there. On the surface, you could say, yeah, drink lots of water, but we really don't know if she should be drinking a lot of water.
Right, because she could actually do more harm to her kidneys. There can be hyperhydration too, people that can be like,
Or that if she has congestive heart failure,
absolutely.
she need to be on a fluid restriction. So
I don't think sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was just like, it's like, it's just shot in the dark. You just don't know.
Right. And I think that's some of the complexities that people don't really see, when people are talking about people's medical, which is why I love having this channel. I love having you here. I've got so many people who say so many positive things, that they're really appreciating the health information that we're trying to provide with all of this, because it's a lot of misinformation. And she's trying to, wait until she acts like doctor over here in a minute. She's going to be like, it's gonna get just hold on. It gets worse.
I want to go put a sign on the other areas and be like, don't feed them, because I don't know, makes me sick to my stomach.
Just the size of that drink.
And it's like, it's just pure, like, we don't know, like the person probably thought they could eat French fries,
Hey, come on in, Bella.
Welcome, salam.
Make sure I held that up.
Who's victim blaming the goose? Yeah. No, I'm just like, I really wish it didn't nest there.
This isn't this personality change over here. I guess her aunt called her out when she got high and fed the pizza to the seagulls.
Yeah, sounds like she wasn't too worried about poor BBJ with her claws growing in her little bean pad. So don't pull this now.
I know. Now she cares about geese in a parking lot.
I know, or all the other things that she's done to animals. I just, this really makes me angry.
Yeah, it makes me pretty angry too. It's very deceptive. It's narcissistic, and it's toxic. It's all the things that she is. And her teeth,
absolutely.
Her teeth are terrible. She really needed some dentition care when she got back to Canada, but she's obviously doesn't want to hear how many of her teeth are rotted and need to be taken out.
No, I mean, and from my understanding, the Canadians can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not covered in their health services. That dental care is, you pay for that, I guess, unless you have some type of private insurance. But, she's not going to spend that money.
No, she's absolutely not. She's absolutely not going to spend that money. Somebody says, I don't remember her saying fluid restriction, but the doctor put her on a low protein because of her kidneys. Well, the fluid restriction may be potentially if she has any congestive heart failure, because then they don't want to have so much fluid that your heart's having a really hard time pumping it. So, low protein. Oh, okay. Well, she had low protein in that drink, I guess.
I have to say, your chat's so funny. They're so witty and smart and clever. I mean, I just really have to brag on them. I mean, a lot of times I watch and I lurk a lot, but they're just really funny and they're really smart. So bravo to the chat. I have to shout them out.
Oh yeah, I've had people actually, and I want my chat to know this. I've had people leave me in my comments that I've got some of the smartest people in the live streams, like really smart people, and I can let you guys know in the chat. People appreciate it because they see the stuff that comes out in the comments. They're like, "Darn, this audience is smart, man."
They are, and I know everybody's not, in the healthcare profession. I mean, just your general lay people they ask such good questions, and I mean, really make you have to stop and think. I mean, you're really blessed in that you have a really good chat. So
Yes. And Kristen said, this is interesting. The face circulation is being cut off my CPAP mask. So that's what I wonder. Like, is this CPAP? Because look at the marks. You can see very clearly the CPAP. And the blood, I wonder if it's the blood is just starting to pull here too much. I think that's a good call, Kristen.
yeah.
This is something is pathologically going on here. This is not so, and I've actually heard too, just to give you a heads up, I did hear some pulmonologists talking about the fact that they are coming up with other interventions to help people because they know that people just hate being on CPAPs. So I think they have some new things that, probably most insurance don't cover it, but they're all trying to come up with new things because we need to keep people on CPAPs if they need it. We need the people to be oxygenated. We don't need them having the problems that come with, not having proper oxygenation when you sleep at night. And there are a lot of repercussions, but let's let Chantel continue, shall we?
Okay, I have some items I bought today. Anyway, my flight has been booked for a little while now, like to go home, because the flight is already so expensive when you book an international flight.
So did she get a return ticket?
I don't believe anything that he says other than they're expensive. That's the only thing and like none of us have flown an international flight, before. So
it's just Chantel. Chantel's
Yeah.
the only person who's ever flown international.
mhm.
It's all been cruise liners for me. I've never flown.
I know.
But yeah, she's we're just gonna let her continue in her delusions as she's gonna tell us all how just wait for the things she's bought. I want to know how much sugar's in one of these things coming up in a minute.
And you book it kind of last minute, it like triples in price. At least with the airlines I like to fly with. I don't know.
Well, before I just let her continue, obviously Chantel, and we always have to point this out, you obviously tried to scam your audience, you narcissist manipulator, because you tried to PayPal scam them out of money for an appointment when all along you knew you were returning to Kuwait. So you lied to your audience. I don't know how our audience sticks around for it, to be honest. I'm not sure.
I don't either.
But she obviously lied. She had no intention of remaining in Canada. All of us who watch her knew that, except her audience. We all knew she wasn't staying in Canada.
Yeah.
I've heard that actually, if you're one of our commenters, we got a lot of people from Canada who helpfully help us with information about Canada that we're, not aware of. And let me know that after 10 years, you can get your taxes expunged. So I'm almost thinking, is Chantel thinking that she's going to try to spend 10 years out of the country to avoid her taxes?
I would just, in my, excuse me, understanding, I mean, she's still going to owe, wherever she lives, she's still going to owe those Canadian taxes. And I don't care what country you live in, your government is going to get their money.
Well, somebody said they expunged them in Canada after 10 years. Like I said, they haven't gotten anything. God, don't you want to live in Canada?
From what I understand, that their tax system will let you ride for a bit, but then they drop the hammer.
Right. Well, that's why I think she keeps trying to get out of the country, because Kuwait doesn't have an extradition treaty with Canada.
Good luck with that.
I mean, she's somebody who would try to find every possible way, I think, and avoid paying her taxes. But she comes back to Canada just often enough to get her medical, reinstate with her medical, but then she disappears off again.
Yeah, well, from what I understand, she can get that reinstated. It's easy peasy, no problem, even though she's not paying her taxes.
Right.
I think her trouble, and part of the reason I believe that she's keeping all this rage and anger on the down low is I think her behavior has been alerted to the Kuwaitis authorities, and she's going to try to keep it calm, because it may not be a matter if she wants to stay there. It's going to be a matter if they'll let her stay there, and that tourist run will come to an end eventually.
Oh, they've been really cracking down on stuff with social media because they're trying to prevent from any type of, I guess, political uprisings or like, hate speech between, various tribes that may be potentially in the country. There's a lot of, still volatility within tribes in different sects of the Muslim faith. And I wonder sometimes too, because like, the more I think about it, I think my April Fool's about her getting questioned by the Kuwaiti authorities is getting closer and closer to the truth.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
She should be aware that they have really tightened down those social media laws at the moment. And so I would not be wanting to advertise I'm in Kuwait the way she is. But you have at it, girl.
No. So
let me get back over to my chat. I'm kind of
I
on
just can't tell you guys exactly when I'm
apologize.
going, but I'm still planning on going home. And but I'm still here for a bit, because a little while, because like I said, I have some things I want to do, but I did have some appointments, and they were I got a lot done actually this trip. I really did. So I just want to show you guys some things that I got. I went the places I love to shop when I'm in Canada. I love Shoppers Drug Mart. It's one of my favorite stores in Canada. And of course, at Pennington Beef. But I didn't bring you guys with me because it was kind of impromptu and I wasn't by myself. I was with family. So, I was with my sister.
Oh gosh. I'm surprised her sister would go anywhere with her.
Shmi probably made her. Poor Natalie.
Gosh, look at her teeth; are so stained here. All right, keep going, Chantel. Wait till she pulls out these goodies.
People were speculating you're waiting until payday. Well, I guess that would make sense, but no, you can't book that. You can't book very last minute, because like I pretty much booked. Well, we booked whenever I found out, like when I was good.
Can I just correct her on the last minute part? Wasn't this the girl who just flew out of Canada at Christmas time last minute? At like probably one of the busiest seasons of the year and most expensive to travel, which is around Christmas, New Year.
Yeah.
And now I guess she's trying to watch the pennies, hey? Because when she's bowling, she don't care. Well, all right, keep going.
And if she's going to get away with one seat again.
No, I'm sorry. Repeat that. I didn't mean to start her back up. What did you want to say?
I just said I'm curious if she's going to get away with one seat again. She'll probably try it, but I think a lot of the airlines are really cracking down on that.
I think she hopes that the planes will be empty, which is not always the case on a long haul. They try to fill it up. And then I don't think she understands the capacity, that the reason why is also the plane is based on weight for the fuel. So if you're coming in on one seat and saying you're one person, when in reality you weigh as much as two people, and two big people actually, then you're actually, putting off. I mean, I guess they have to calculate for these, because there's so many people who come. But I think that may be why the airlines are cracking down.
Yeah.
Increase their fuel costs, and they haven't sold the seat.
Well, I agree with Rita. If I got on a plane and she was sitting next to me at that size, I would come unglued. That's so just thoughtless to think that you have the right to spill over in somebody's seat. Yeah, I don't care if they're a skinny person or not. That's just so rude. But I'd be coming unglued.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We're not even talking about the other things that might be coming along with her, smell wise. I'm just talking about just the size. And on that kind of flight. I mean, it's not like, I'm flying from Huntsville to, Columbia, South Carolina, 45 minutes. I mean, what's the leg of her flights? 8, 10 hours. Can
She
you
said this one's
imagine?
13.
God, no way.
Can you imagine you walking in? She's always saying that she's the one who's nervous about like seeing people,
Yeah,
And I'm like, girl, I promise you, anyone on that plane, they see you, you're the last person they want to sit next to. Especially if
exactly.
they see you trying to squeeze into one seat.
Hmm.
I can't even imagine. Gosh. And then the smell, and then you'd want to be Clorox wiping everything. I wouldn't deal
Hmm.
with it. I would have to have words with the staff that
Yeah,
this person has to either leave the plane or get another seat. I would just kick up a storm.
yeah, me too.
Especially if she encroached my space, I
Yeah.
don't care if she thinks I'm skinny.
No, I mean, my husband is a big man. He's not overweight. He's 6'3", and he's very nice built. I have a very nice looking husband. May I say so myself? But I mean, when I have to sit next to him, and that's kind of like, God, okay, I need some room.
Right.
I couldn't imagine somebody that's 14 inches shorter and 200 and something pounds heavier. I just can't imagine.
Well, I also know that people who do find, economy, uncomfortable and maybe can't afford to go up to the business class will often try to request the seats that are kind of near the exit so they have that more extended leg room if they're
Yeah.
bigger people,
Yeah.
taller people. So you'll see a lot of tall guys trying to get that space. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? It's already cramped enough as it is, and to be over 6 foot in one of those planes, it's horrendous. I mean, it
Yeah.
really is. It's not worth it.
Christine, I've gotten this comment that I must sound a lot like Vicki Lawrence from Mama's Family. I don't know. I always tell people I don't have an accent. I don't know what you're talking about, but I get that comment a lot, and I like it. I'm not complaining. I think it's very nice.
So yeah, you go first class green dragon, you need the space. Absolutely. Chantel wouldn't even buy an extra seat. This girl is she
No.
says she's got it all planned out. Whatever. You're hoping she probably realized she better just do one flight since she didn't get that disabled carriage in Frankfurt and didn't get the Queen of Sheba treatment because they made her walk in Germany.
Well, from what I understand in Germany, I mean, like they're really like health conscious there. I mean,
yes.
they do not that kind of weight.
I've never. I mean, in England, you'll see people like this, but English people are not health conscious, unfortunately. I think England and the certain parts of England and the southern parts of the United States have a lot in common. But in Germany, when I visited there, I mean, people out in the park, people walking around. Yeah, Chantel would be an anomaly at Frankfurt. They'd be definitely like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then when she was trying to get like the special carriage ride, like a trolley, they probably looked at her like, huh? You're
No.
no. That's
No.
like for elderly people, girl. And disabled, not somebody who's disabled themselves. And I promise you, they can tell in Germany.
Yeah. I agree.
We need to be, I don't want to ever be hard on somebody for their weight, but Chantel is selfish with hers. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
She doesn't.
I mean, she has with her health care, she's had, she has a lot of resources that people here in the States don't have.
Absolutely.
So she just doesn't utilize, I mean, I guess the therapy's covered, I'm not a big supporter of weight loss surgery, but I understand sometimes that's the best avenue. But like the Ozempic,
Right.
no, I don't want to take any more drugs and I don't want to do it. And that's my right, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where people here, would probably give 10 years of their life if it would give them a kickstart, to a healthier.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we have people here who don't go to the doctors, and don't take their children to the doctors sometimes when they need to be taken just because they're scared of the cost, which is horrible. Which is why so many people in this country rely on emergency rooms. So just be aware, because they may not face a bill going in straight away, and they cannot be refused care. Not to say
Yeah.
that they're not going to get billed, something, wild. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think almost like, I want to say, I wonder, because it always surprises me to see somebody who's like not taking very good care of their health. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, who do you think is going to take care of you later? That's one of my biggest impetus to stay healthy, is like, I'm alone in this world. Who's taking care of me? No one. So, other than medical care, if I went to a hospital, but I don't have people to kind of throw at mercy,
Yeah.
and
And as a mother, I don't want my children to have to take care of me. I don't want that. So, hopefully,
I think she would have her mother take care of her.
well, absolutely. She'd have a dinner bell and her bed ringing it. Yeah. And then she probably would, to be honest.
Yeah, that
So.
CPAP mark is really distinct today. So she obviously wore the CPAP last night.
We have proof.
Yeah, because it's really distinct. And that blood pulling, it must be. Yeah, that's not properly fitted, Chantel, I don't think. I don't think it's supposed to make your face do that. But if she's super swollen, who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay, keep going, girl. Show us the goodies.
I can't really say Kiki the time. Is the audio bad, guys? I could get my microphones. Oh, it's the wind?
Yes, that's a good pro tip.
Oh, thanks, Meep. Okay.
I want to point out Thunder's
Sorry.
pro tip here. Yes, I absolutely agree. Go to urgent care, or even go to the pharmacy. Talk to the pharmacist.
Mhm.
I've done that with kids who had jiggers before.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So, I mean, I think I think even some of these, I guess it's going to depend on where you live, because there could be certain rural communities that maybe there isn't an urgent care. I'm not sure how it is in more rural communities, trying to find, doctors and staff to come out and work in these places. That can sometimes be a challenge alone.
Yeah.
So,
That's my area is pretty rural, and our urgent cares are like the Dollar Generals. They are everywhere.
right.
I bet you we have 5 in my very small hometown.
Right.
But we do not have primary care physicians.
Oh.
We don't have there's one doctor still accepting patients, and you have to do an application process to get in with him.
Because he's not going to deal with someone non-compliant, probably.
No, and he's close to retirement, so there's a big shift of your family doctor. There's no family doctors around here,
And that's really hard, because you
yeah.
need somebody who's going to be overseeing, even if, like your internal medicine doctor, whoever, you choose to have. I've moved over more to internal medicine now. I'm getting older.
Mhm.
But that is something that's gosh, that's gonna be catastrophic for people. Because who then? All right, let's that's a whole nother conversation. Okay, let's get back to Chantel.
Sorry. I could get my microphones. Should I do it? Okay, hold on. Should I get the microphones?
No, don't get the microphone.
Yeah? Hold on.
No.
How do I?
I think we can speed this.
Okay, just look at this
I
for a
think
minute.
she just
I'm
does
gonna
the thing
tip
with her
the coffee
mic.
table. Oh my
Hold on.
Whoa. Hold on.
Chantel, what are you doing? Let me see if I can find where she stops messing with her. Girl, she messes with this thing for like ever.
Hold on. Okay, can everyone thumbs up my? I don't really care actually. There's 400 people.
400 people. Hey, Chantel said just hit the likes.
Only 15 people like this stream, so that means only 15 people like me. No, you didn't get blocked.
That many?
I like that. 800 people watching, 15 likes. Does that mean there was 775 hate watchers?
Probably. Seems about right.
I'm sure she's trying. I think her audience is drying up on giving her money and her supers and stuff. They don't seem to be as
Yeah.
generous as they used to be. I think the PayPal scam scared them off.
Yeah.
And I got the fuzzy microphone, okay? Hey, Duck Puppet, Lady J. Hold on a second. Anyway, thank you guys for the likes.
Over to my chat. I'm sorry if I'm not seeing the chat too much, guys.
What about now? What about now? So yeah, tiramisu. Hi, YouTube lover.
I just want to add, it took Chantel 7 minutes and 35 seconds to realize that her sound quality was terrible. Oh gosh. All right, keep going, girl.
Okay. What do you mean? Whoa. Let me see if I can Okay, hold on. Don't want to clip it too close to my mouth. No. How about like this? There we go.
I know. Professional.
Hi, Carolina. Thanks, Penny. My mom bought me this last time I was here for Christmas. Okay, so I have some Penningtons and I have some Shoppers. Now, Shoppers, I have some feminine hygiene products. I know you guys are going to laugh at me, but I have some really good hygiene tips. I know people think I smell.
Sorry. Did you just hear that? She says she has some really good hygiene tips.
I'm sorry. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor.
You did, didn't you?
This is going to be good. This is going to be interesting. Okay.
Let her keep going.
Yes.
And everything, just because I'm fat. Well, it's true if you're fat, sometimes you have to take better care of your hygiene. But if you do, it's fine. Okay. And even me, I've learned some really good tips. Okay. So, first of all, having a bidet is, I know the key is beat up. Look at the front's gone. I hit some kind of giant beaver or something. Remember? Oh, I'm so traumatized. Okay. So whenever you, oh, it's mouth sounds now? Well, you got to take one or the other. Okay? Okay, Alana. Sure. Get some stovetop. All right. So here's what you do if you're, bigger girl kind of hygiene. Actually, I got some, these were on sale.
Oh, gosh.
Some women's gummies. I'm going to eat one now. I need the added calcium vitamin D.
Oh, God. I tell you, ever since we told her on one of our videos, I think that she needed vitamin D. She's been off on it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I know she watches. So she's listening to us. All right. I just want to know if anyone wants to do some quick research. How much sugar is in a Centrum Woman's gummy? Because you have to, what people don't realize about these gummies is they often contain sugar. Is that not correct?
Correct. And I do not know how much sugar, but yeah. And if you like gummies, that's great. I can swallow pills, so I'll just do the pill.
Well, I like I do vitamin D gummies, but I found a 0 sugar.
Yeah.
So I don't have any sugar in it. And it was vegan and vegetarian. I had a really tough time trying to get something without gelatin in it. So
I bet you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I was limited, but so girlfriend is telling us how to be clean as a big girl. Can you imagine Chantel sitting on a bidet?
No. Mm-mm.
I had a bidet in my house in England growing up as a child. Okay, so I know exactly what a bidet is. And I guess that would be a mighty large bidet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because most of them are pretty small.
And people, I've heard a lot of people use them and swear. I just, without getting too graphic, I just am curious about the moisture that's left.
Well, I think you're supposed to use it so it rinses you, and then I guess you. Well, I always pat it dry.
Okay. Well, I mean, that'd be my question, because if you've got a big wet derriere and you get up and then you're as large as she is, where things close together, and then you have that moist heat build up.
I can't say I'm
You
a
know,
fan of it. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't, I'm not saying they're not great, but for somebody her size, I don't know how great that would be.
Well, I guess she thinks they're good because she can't probably reach around.
Well,
How
that's a given.
I mean, if you see her little arms, how is she reaching back there?
Like, try back.
You know? And the fact, well, we'll just let it continue. But women's gummies. Okay, Chantel, that's really going to change your health, girl. She thinks this is going to be the answer.
Shut up.
Because of menopause. Oh,
Menopause.
okay. So how many do I take a day?
You go, Queen. Don't even look at the dosage before you start taking something.
Yeah. Well, Sandra said, "Are they halal?" That's what Are you? They might be. I don't know.
I don't know. Look at Centrum Women's and see if it's halal.
She never looked. She didn't care.
Probably not. I doubt it. She don't do anything halal.
What's the dose? No, it's one of those, like, hold on. 2 gummies a day. All right.
You like that one?
What drama? I'm a breath of relief. Thank you. Don't binge on vitamin gummies. Shut up. You really think I would, too. I've been tempted.
It's because it's sugar in it, girl.
Not the Centrum kind. They're gross. All right. There was a good deal also at Shoppers right now. Feminine wipes with aloe and vitamin D, hypoallergenic, pH balanced, dermatologist tested. Life brand is the Shoppers brand. You get a double pack for $5 something.
I've never heard good things about using feminine hygiene wipes. I've usually heard that people who tend to use these products have probably got something that's not smelling good down there. And that's usually a sign that your female parts are not healthy. And you shouldn't try to mask the smell. That's a sign that you need to get to the doctors and figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never used them, so I can't talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Never had to.
Right. And I've never needed to either. And but I always, remember back in the day, my aunt used to do a lot of that douching that they used to do back in the 70s. And that was really bad for women. They were like, do not do that. That's so bad. So my thought is that Chantel must be going for a date somewhere. Because why is she worried about her feminine part smelling good? Because I'm not in the country.
I think that there probably is a smell, and she thinks that this will get rid of the smell.
Do you think that diabetes could be causing enough yeast now that she's having yeast?
Well,
not to get graphic, but you know what I mean.
I'm sure the chat remembers the story about her and Nader and what he pulled out of her. So yeah, that's definitely something.
That doesn't sound good. Does she have a leftover? Did she leave something and forget about it?
It was yeast buildup.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's why I think she has the feminine wipe.
That's what she said. So yeah, it was pretty graphic and disgusting. So but I think that she thinks this cuts down on the smell.
Right. And it doesn't do anything. It actually can irritate it and aggravate it. It's a sign that you need to be seen. You need to have something done. This is not to be ignored, ladies. Ever. I mean, I understand they have like the little summer's eve and it's like a little shampoo and it makes it smell. Just use shampoo.
Yeah.
Same stuff.
Just soap and water. How about that?
Yeah. What about some soap and water? But yeah, it's pretty just the thought that she has these things is just, oh my goodness. This is too much, girl. I can't take it. She's breaking me tonight.
Oh, hey, everybody. So you might want to get some of those. Well, and feminine wipes, please. My OB says they're not good. Well, whatever. So there's a lot of things not good. All right. Then you need some Johnson's powder. Aloe and vitamin E with cornstarch, the one with cornstarch.
Where is she putting the Johnson? Under the breast to stop the chafing, you think?
Well, there's lots of areas that, she's got at least 1, 2, 3, at least minimum 3 fold areas that she can put it under,
Right.
possibly 4. So,
Right.
But if you're using that powder, but you're not bathing and removing it, washing it off, you're just packing it in there like mortar.
Right. That's bad. It's like when you have when I used to, oh gosh, what's the pink paste they always had on the floor for the wounds? I can't remember the name of it.
Gosh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh God.
And some people would just slather that stuff on people. You're supposed to put like a thin layer. And they would just slather the patients, and then it would be impossible because you're supposed to then, remove anything like that from before. You're not supposed to cake it and layer it, because then you can start to cause problems underneath that you're not seeing to the skin.
Yeah.
So I would never suggest people using powders unless they're bathing daily.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then I still heard that there's certain places you don't want to put that near, like your lady parts.
Well, I think all that is associated with the talcum powder.
Right.
And that's why she's saying, well, it's, this is cornstarch.
Okay.
Which is telling me that she's going to, powder down her lady bits with it because it's cornstarch.
Right. Exactly. So, that's what I'm saying. I know she's trying to do something. There's something going on and she's not smelling good.
Yeah.
She's bought a whole cachet of things to kind of take care of her smell, or she's got plans.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Could be. Never know.
And that's why she's trying to smell good. All right. Keep going, Chantel. Because she's a real medical expert here. Aren't you enjoying this?
Yes. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now for Pennington's, I can't show you everything fully, but I got some underwear. They're like 3 for $24. And I got some cheeky ones. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this. And I got a really nice nightgown. And it's like a lingerie / nightgown. But this is the color it is. It's really cute. It's like a baby doll. And then I got a new brassiere. I can't show you the whole thing, but this is what it looks like. It's like a nice...
No, Bella Italia. I think she's trying to go to Nada's house because she got paid. So she's trying to get her bits smelling good in the hopes that maybe a man will touch her. That's my... Because I'm sure Salal doesn't even dip near that. So she's all out trying to make her lady bits smell better. And then she got the supposed cute nightgown. Do you think that's supposed to be for Salal in the house?
That's what she's trying to make us think.
Salal's like, I'm not even in the country. Girls buying feminine wipes. Why does
she ain't even in that apartment with her? So what difference does it make?
That's probably why he lets her crank up the AC because he can't take the smell.
It's pink and it has like little buttons on the front, like here.
I'll warn you.
So yeah, that's what I did just now. I was able. I'm like, I have to organize everything, but I have a lot of things I got for my birthday I want to bring back. Like somebody got me some pickle spoons and forks, like little things for chutney, like little spoons for chutneys and everything. Oh, I love stuff like that. I love chutneys. Yes, Habibi J. Are they cherries? I don't know, or little flowers or something. It's so cute. I had to have it. I have to have a lot of new clean underwear, and I have to have a lot of like comfortable sleepwear. I didn't do a Pennington's on my receipt. I'll go get it after. Do you believe me? No, I will. No. I got a whole bunch of new Pennington's clothes and new clothes from Maurice's and Pennington's. So I'll have to show you guys like a haul when I get home, maybe.
Ugh, talking about way too much sodium.
How much you allowed to take on?
Talk about way too much sodium. She actually, that cheese curd, somebody let me know, is 12,000 milligrams of sodium per 200-gram bag.
Oh, that is horrible.
Yeah.
Holy shnikes.
And she ate a whole bag like it was lunch the other day.
Oh, well, she ate more than that bag of cheese, but yeah.
I just
Golly.
cannot imagine sitting and eating a bag of cheese.
I'm not a cheese person, you know, and I'm not saying there's not some, you know, fantastic tasting cheese out there. I'm just have never been one of those, so I can't relate when she. But it's not like she's a cheese connoisseur. I mean, it don't matter what kind of low grade, as long as it's cheese, that's all she cares about. But
Right,
that's
I
got
think the
so much
curd.
sodium.
Right. Oh, isn't that wild? 12,000 milligrams. And I guess that's why it stays like she says it can stay out for like 24 hours when it comes out fresh. I guess that's what's preserving it is that salt.
Yeah. That'd be left after an atomic blast.
I cannot imagine. I don't even want to think about her. No wonder she's got feminine wipes and the bidet going because she's blowing out that dang cheese. God.
This is too funny. Y'all are too funny. You're cracking me up.
You imagine what I was like on the floor. You imagine me as your inpatient nurse.
I'd love it.
I had a lot of good times. As long as the patient wasn't Chantal. And I promise you, I've had a few of those in my time.
Well, I think probably the kitchen would be the one that would be getting harassed the most from her. So you'd probably be off the hook.
I'd never see her on the inpatient floor. She'd go AMA before she even made it to the floor.
Yeah, she'd be at the vending machines.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. She'd be the person the first minute they got to up into the floor. She'd be like, "Can I get a Coke, please?" Used to kill me. That used to kill me at the hospital. Like how many Cokes I used to have. I mean, people would just drink Coke all day and night.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, "You're in the hospital." And we couldn't deny it to them. But I'm just like, why are we giving this to them in the hospital?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I never could understand.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want people having a meltdown, but anyway, it's wild. All right, keep going, Chantel.
Plain hit and run bees. I'll show you the nightgown. Why not? I am allowed to bring 2 check-in luggages of 23 up to 23 kg each, and a carry-on and a personal bag. So I usually bring my backpack because it's so much easier to carry. So this is the nightgown.
Oh,
isn't it cute? Yeah.
Oh God.
Lord.
I love it. It's white. But
I see she's hiding the size somewhat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she must love being in Canada. She's like, I can get some big girl clothes.
Yeah.
Over at Pennington's. Oh, I'm sure she's gonna look real cute in that outfit. Just cute as a button. Wait, guys, because she's gonna toot at some point. And then she says she doesn't do it, but she did. In fact, I listened to it 3 times.
I love it. Do not wear it when you're eating anything, especially like, I don't know, kusamashi.
Oh, too.
Nightgown bees. Yeah, thanks, guys. What? I'm sorry, I'm laughing at played a stool. What are you talking about? Super cute. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Stacy. Yeah, I like to have, I don't know, things like that.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that cute. It's a little bit matronly for me.
I was just trying to imagine her body with that on it, was what I was trying to visualize.
While sitting on the bidet. God, wouldn't that be a sight to see?
Oh,
Chantel trying to
jeez.
get in there with the bidet, the feminine wipes, the powder, trying to get her cute little nightie on. Oh, it's just yeasty smell everywhere. Oh, I can't. Because we know if the blood sugar is going to cause excessive yeast and it's going to have to, because where else does it go? I mean, other than into the organs, it does create yeast. Is that correct with the blood sugars, with the diabetes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So she's got probably oral yeast in her mouth from having excessive sugars. Obviously, her lady parts are getting affected. And maybe somebody in her family said that she smelled down there.
Yeah. And
I mean,
that's what we talked about last time, just the effect of diabetes on the skin, the breakdown of the skin, and lack of blood flow, and that in the normal person you can go to a stage 1 bed sore in 15 minutes. Can you imagine if she ever became bedbound?
Well, it's a specialty mattress.
Well, look, I've seen I've seen horror.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, some of the bed sores that I've seen at end of life on people where they've been neglected by like people who've had strokes, and then the family just kind of left them in a room, didn't care for them. That's why I say I don't even get scared with a horror film, because I've seen more horrors on the floor from wounds and stuff than anybody can imagine.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still curious as to like, how are her toes doing?
I don't. That shot, I think Pulpy had done a zoom up of her when she did that, where she was barefoot in the apartment, the luxury fart box, and her toes look so discolored.
And that was years ago, wasn't it?
Well, this was probably, it may have been when she went back sometime, maybe January or February.
So it's been about a year.
Standing in her apartment in Kuwait, and you could see her feet. He zoomed in on them, and her toes were really. And I think she did have nail polish on her toes, on her toenails. But I'm just talking about the phalanges themselves. They were like really discolored.
Well, she's using nail polishes and all these things to hide the things that are going bad on her body. And I think she just can, that's why she talks about getting nails on instead of actually addressing what's causing her nails. I mean, what is the pedicurist going to think when she shows up there?
Well, I don't know if she's going to that one that used to do those talons. I hate to be so severe on nail technicians, but those were horrible nails. But yeah. I mean, there ain't much you can do with those.
Right. I just, Chantel, spend time on other activities for your health, girl, not your nails. It's like that's at the end of the needs, girl.
That's all part of the list.
That's a want. Somebody say something silly. I'm sorry if I'm not. I worked in a nursing home, and when new residents that were neglected came in, they had some pretty bad bed sores. Oh yeah, gosh, I remember having to count every single wound on a person.
Yeah,
God, I remember Medicare patients every Sunday having to measure their wounds.
Yeah, I always had to document on all the wounds.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, and I like to get in there. I was really fascinated with the wounds and wound care and all that kind of stuff. Most of my dietitians didn't, that I work with, they were like, danger, but I really like to get in there and look at them and learn about them, kind of thing. But yeah, it's really sad what you see.
I have packed some wounds that you would not believe. like a whole back of a leg missing from necrotizing fasciitis from the backside.
Oh, God.
So just ate this person and all the way down the leg. And this guy came in and he had probably like 24 wounds on that leg. And I took a look at this. He was the end of life. And I looked at it with my friend. She's like, how the heck do I document this? I said, you know what? We document it as one wound.
Yeah.
Because it literally went from the foot up to the thigh, all the way to the top of the hip. That was, I mean, we were packing it with Colex, Seroform. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's more to keep the families at this point comforted because we know we're not going to heal the skin at this point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not doing anything. The skin, once that organ has failed, it is the biggest sign that it's, that's what used to be so hard when people are like, oh, why is it, they have a family member on hospice. Why is mom's wounds not healing?
Yeah. Yeah. That's tough.
It's really tough. It's really tough. Okay, let's keep going, Chantel. Trying to get her to the part.
And then
so I can speed her up.
And so that's all of the news I have, pretty much. Hi, Ageless Beauty. Yeah, Kiki. I'm like, what? Oh, I don't know, Gal Charlotte. I don't think they do. Absolutely, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen. Yeah, I don't know. No, I think I've seen a list of Vian Rose. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if they do keep it private. Hi, Rosella. Are you dreading the long flight? Yeah. Hello, chef. Yeah, you know what? Not as much because I don't know. I'm almost used to it. So now I'm like experienced in it. So I know what I need to do to be more comfortable. The flight is like 13 hours and a half total. Crochet something. Hi, Heather.
Can you imagine being the person sat 13 and a half hours on a flight with Chantel? Maybe her family said, you better address some of these smells before you fly. Oh, God.
Well, you never know if maybe the airline did. You don't know.
Can you imagine? Oh, girl, just take a nice, do the showers not accommodate her? Or is she just somebody who does not like to be clean?
I don't think she can reach a lot of her surface area.
Well, you get those little sponges on the sticks, though.
Well, that's work. That's too much for her.
You mean Shmi's not going to bathe her down in the shower?
Well, she does have an advantage with her bathroom in Kuwait because if I'm not mistaken, it has like a drain because she can't fit in the bathtub. She can't fit in the shower, but she could stand in the bathtub and spray herself without worrying about water getting on the floor. Like, here, it'd ruin my floors. But, so, she does have that little bit of advantage, but, at the end of the day, she's pretty lazy. I just don't think she wants to do it.
Right. That's terrible. That was the first thing I wanted to do when I felt bad was take a shower.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
so glad I finally had the energy today.
Monica, I can't say exactly when, but it's going to be like in the near future. Yeah. You're so excited for our new season. Thank you. SUP, soon enough. First class B's, yeah, right. $8,000. What are you going to eat for dinner? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I had a really huge...
She's so polite. She couldn't have said sorry when she burped. Come on, Chantel. Cover your mouth. Apologize, girl. This is decency. Decency. All right, let her continue. She's going to keep, talking about, I don't know. It's coming. I promise you.
Lunch. And after lunch I was complaining how full I was, and I didn't eat that much. Like everyone kind of, like I had like some salad, a bit of rice. I find potatoes are so filling. Potatoes and chicken brochette. So
Yeah, what do you think to that meal?
If she is full, it was an enormous amount of food. I mean, we've seen her eat meals for two and then say, no, I'm not really full. So it was a hubcap of rice and who knows how many potatoes and salad, probably with 4 pounds of cheese and 3 cups of French salad dressing on it. And so
2 chicken bruschettas or whatever the heck she's eating.
yeah. So yeah, carbs, and butter. That's right, Sandra. That's it. Bingo.
Oh, keep going, girl. Oh my gosh. And she's like, I'm having salad and a little bit of rice. Like, girl.
Yeah, that's not, because she said I had a really big lunch. Well, she just said the stream before this, she's on her new health arc and she's got a new plan and she's going to try it out. And it's same old. Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, exactly.
Right. And she's getting so far with her health not being good that I don't see where she really just needs inpatient care at this point.
Yeah.
Because she
she
needs to
does.
really have a workup. Make sure that, but when you're flying into an emergency room, the only thing they're going to look at is what you come in within as the complaint. So they're not going to check everything else with her because that's not what an emergency room is for. Because people are like, why didn't the emergency room get that? Because that's not what the emergency room is for. They're not your primary care provider. And we know she has no primary care. And I want to think that she's, talking about this food because she had that one meet and greet therapy session.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that session?
Well, and I think it wasn't like a psychiatrist, somebody that could prescribe medications to help her, but I don't know that they would do that on a one shot kind of thing. And from what people say, they kind of just try to get to know you. But if you're a therapist and your client comes in and says, well, this is just one and done, this is all I'm going to do, how much effort are you going to put into that session? If they're never coming back, there's, it's really and if the healthcare system paid for that, that was a waste of their time and of somebody that needed that could have used that.
Absolutely. That's what I feel like. She had made that appointment back when she was last time in Canada. The appointment came up. It coincided with her coming back to home. And I think my feeling is she did it to appease the family.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Salad has made several comments, that one time she came home. Yeah, you need to go to get your mental health taken care of, because she unleashes that crazy on him and he deserves every bit of it. So
he does.
But yeah, I'm sure it was something to appease her family. Her aunt in the past has gotten her therapy sessions, which she blew off and never went.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I just feel like it was an absolute misuse of that poor therapist's time. Just, her family needs to stop enabling her to waste resources. They need to cut that cord on this girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her family really need to cut the cord. She is a grown woman. You let them make mistakes now. I mean, nobody wants to see their children fail, but she's past childhood.
Yeah, I mean, that's, and a lot of people say, well, she's an adult. She can do what? Yeah, I mean, I understand all that. But as a parent, you have to draw a line in the sand. I mean, I was talking about my daughter. I'll be watching this and I get so frustrated with her, Chantal, that I'll tell my daughter, I said, if you ever get like this, I will kick the door in, pull your router, and I will chain you up underneath this house, and you will lose the weight. And she's like, Mom, I'm not anything. Yeah, I know, but we just need to get this clear right now because I don't want anything popping up in the future. but they don't draw that line, and they probably more have. So this trip, they don't let her film at the house and all this, kind of stuff. But, I think that aunt and mother just, you're not doing her any favors.
No, none whatsoever. In fact, they have created the nightmare that is Chantel.
Yeah. I can't, I had a military father. I can't, it like really, I break out in a cold sweat thinking if I'd done some of this stuff, and God bless his heart, he's been passed for 11 years, but it still would terrify me.
Right. And I had a military dad too.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, absolutely. It's probably why we are the way we are, and Chantel is the way she is.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? Military dads are hard, but
it got you ready for life, didn't it, girl?
Oh, absolutely. I promise you, my dad made sure that I realized what my role in the world was. And he basically said, you're just an ant on the planet. So
exactly.
He made sure I felt real small, so
absolutely.
Yeah, he was, yeah. But gosh, they need to cut the cord, but they're not. Okay, keep going, Chantel.
And then this didn't have breakfast. And then I think I'm gonna have, I don't know. I actually have a lot to do before I go back. I have a lot to make sure I take care of. But it will be, and then I'll be, no, I'm not taking Ozempic. Oh, I didn't think I did, Chef. To use those airport cards. Yeah. Why am I going?
Didn't she have a history of taking Ozempic for like a day?
No, there's a lot of debate about how long she actually took that, and if it, was in a snowstorm, which I believe was the cause of the weight loss she did have. But even look, I grew up in the 80s, and those blizzards were common in the 80s, and I can tell you those people were rail thin, and they didn't eat.
Right.
She would then do the marijuana, cannabis, whatever. So I think she would get her appetite and eat. She ate even doing that, but I don't think she was on it for very long, because she said it makes her sick, and it made her where she didn't want to eat. Well,
right.
She wanted to eat.
Right. And we're surprised that the doctors put her on it, because there is a higher risk for blood clots, and she's already had PEs. So it's like not a good drug for her.
Yeah.
It's not a good drug for her. She's in a precarious place with her health. She's not, this is why this is so fascinating to hear this delusion on her in this live stream.
Yeah.
She really thinks she's going to get a grip of this. Just hold on.
Back. Well, a lot of reasons. Choking hazard. I know. Don't even say that. I'm so sad. Oh my God. I can't even think about it. Cold. Anyway, so yeah, I have little tips and tricks here, the
cold.
Yeah, I'm going to be continuing therapy.
Oh. Okay. So much to unpack. Anyway,
I mean, she can say she is and she isn't. Maybe she is. I don't know, but I've, knock on wood, I've never been to therapy. Probably needed to go to therapy, but if you're not like weight loss therapy, if you're not have that desire to change, you're just wasting everybody's time.
Right. Exactly. And I certainly have been somebody who has appreciated therapy throughout the years. I had to take therapy in Spanish when I was trying to leave my ex-husband. So if I can be prepared to sit, Chantal, in a foreign language and speak, I was pretty fluent in Spanish at the time, but I literally went for months to therapy in Spanish, in a foreign language. Yeah. I was dreaming in Spanish by that point. I was, so immersed into the language. But can you imagine Chantel trying to learn Arabic and getting out into therapy in Kuwait?
No, no, no. She's not going to do it in Canada in English. She's not going to do it anywhere else.
Right. And it still makes me angry that she wasted an appointment that somebody who could have benefited could have taken it. If she had to actually pay for it, she may think twice. But since she has no, cost out of her pocket, she don't care. I mean, because she don't pay her taxes, people. It's not saying that the Canadian healthcare is free, okay? What we're saying is Chantel takes it for free.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and if your heart's not in it, you're just wasting
Right.
it.
And then when she just said she was cold, that's interesting because that's telling me she's getting circulation issues.
Well, yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think it's a blizzard like she used to have, but you never know with her.
Well, you would think sometimes, I would have thought that the excess of her body weight would cause more thermal heat. But I don't know if it's now she's getting so big that her circulation is starting to be compromised by her weight. And that's why she's feeling cold.
Could be.
Because those are often, that's why, when you're not somebody who's necessarily in the medical field, you can just hear somebody say something and you don't think twice about it. But then when you're in the medical field and you look at somebody like Chantel and you hear her talking about feeling cold and, maybe she is, but and when looking at those hands, you start to think about other things that are causing her to feel internally cold.
Yeah.
And circulation is obviously the first place. And that could be because, at this point with her uncontrolled diabetes, what is her vasculature looking like? God.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mega Omega. I had to focus in there. I don't have my glasses.
Oh,
counseling is free. Therapy is not. Okay. So she's going to counseling, not therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for that information.
Right. And for blood thinners, is she on? I don't think she's on any blood thinners.
I don't think so either.
I think they did prescribe her with something at one point, Coumadin. Didn't they try to put her on Coumadin?
Whenever she was presenting with all those bruises from when she was dating Nad, or whatever with Nads, she would say, "Oh, I'm on blood thinners."
Right.
But then that kind of, she didn't talk about it anymore. So no, I don't think she's on it. I mean, if you're not taking your diabetes medication to keep you alive, blood thinner who? Yeah.
Right. I've heard rumors that I think after one of her P's or something, they tried to put her on Coumadin, which is like, that's like the worst thing to put Chantel on.
Yeah.
God. I had to manage a Coumadin clinic at one point. A nightmare.
Yeah, I did a lot of the nutritional aspect of Coumadin education.
Yeah. Yes. You have to eat the same amount of greens every day. If you want to eat greens every day.
Absolutely.
Never change it.
Yeah.
It's oh God. I had patients hate that drug. They hate that drug.
Yeah.
But it's still out there. All right, keep going, Chantel.
Well, it's like a form. It's like, it's not like, no, it is therapy. Yeah, it is.
So we're thinking more she had counseling than therapy.
Yeah, I think Mega Omega is right. I think it's counseling. I don't think it's any type of therapy.
Right. And I'm wondering if it was for weight loss counseling, not necessarily, because I understand in Canada that if they're not a candidate for the surgery, they're still a candidate for the program. And so they work with them in another way. And maybe that was, the start of that. But she's no intention. She's like, I'm going back to Kuwait.
Yeah, no, she's not doing anything.
And I just find that just with somebody with, I would even be nervous at my age. And I'm not feeling the best today, but usually a pretty healthy person. And I would say that I would be scared to live in a foreign country where I knew the medical costs were so expensive, knowing I had so many comorbidities and illnesses. I'd be petrified.
I would be terrified. Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm always surprised. All right, keep going, Chantel.
Passion Tim. What will you do if war comes to Kuwait? Probably run to the embassy. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not, girl. No, you're not. You're not kidding, though, Chantel. She says you're going to run to the embassy.
What if the embassy's overrun? Then what are you going to do?
Well, she can't do anything. If you've made the choice to fly into that area, I understand they're not going to do anything to get you out. She's not like there is a foreign attaché.
Yeah.
She's not doing diplomatic work in the Kuwait. She's not attached to the embassy for Canada. They would look at her like, oh, well, get yourself home.
Yeah.
That's what you would hope they would do. You know, the Americans would. We'd be stuck. We'd be having to.
Yeah. You got that one right.
She'd run into the embassy. She really means it, though.
Yeah, and she thinks that that's all she's got to do, and you just if they evacuate the embassy and it's overran, then what are you going to do?
Right. And you imagine her trying to run to the embassy. And I'm trying to think to myself too. It's like, so you keep telling everyone you don't want to be in Canada, you don't like Canada, this, that, and the other about Canada. And the second you feel that your life is going to be threatened, you're going to run to the Canadian embassy, girl?
Delusional.
Shameless.
Mm-hmm.
Rose, I would never leave like my family. I don't know what I would do. I'll worry about it if it happens. Being consistent. Thank you. Yeah, I did like virtual appointments for the doctors, and it was very good service, just like a clinic. Yeah, and I asked about my like sciatica pain, which is like gone. So I asked them, and they're like, "Hi, Anna," and everyone I missed hi. And he's like, well, is it the pain the same, worse, or did it get better? And I said, it's gotten better. Like, it's gone, but it was pretty bad. Like, I couldn't even get up out of bed when I did have it. I did watch Baby Reindeer. Oh, shut up.
Guess what? The sciatica back in remission.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Just like her diabetes. Jeez, it's medical marvels.
She is. She is an absolute medical marvel. It must be all that healthy eating and exercise she gets on a daily basis.
All that fresh Canadian air.
One, she's never been officially diagnosed with sciatica. And she admitted to that. She's never had an MRI. She's never actually been diagnosed. She just keeps calling it sciatica. And she's sticking with it. But girl, we know you're a liar. It's probably neuropathy.
Yeah. Bella is right. My husband's health plans, he was with a Fortune 100 company for 28 years. And with our healthcare, you got virtual visits, so you didn't have to go to the doctor. This was 2019. His job required him to go to Italy every quarter. He came back from Italy, I think it was in late September of 2019, and was sick. My husband is never sick. So he did the virtual appointment. They wouldn't even give him an antibiotic.
Right.
Got sicker, did another one, no antibiotic, got sicker, finally went down to the urgent care. They gave him an antibiotic, but he stayed sick for probably 2 months. I believe he had COVID.
I was about to say, I wonder if he had COVID, because that would have been about the time it may have been hitting Italy, because Italy was one of the first ones to get really bad.
But they wouldn't even give him an antibiotic. And of course, this was, what we really weren't even hearing anything at that time. And but my concern is, well, if you have an infection, you need an antibiotic. But so the virtual visits are, she's right. They're not gonna prescribe diabetes medications or any of that type of thing. I mean, you need labs, subjective assessment, that type of thing. So they're not all they're you know, you know, made out to be.
I don't even think she had this conversation with this doctor. I think this is just all lies. It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like a normal conversation from a practitioner.
No, and who knows what it is she's. I don't know. Will they even give you, you know, like Zoloft or anything like that? I don't know. You know, without, you know, virtual.
Well,
I don't know.
she is on some type of I believe some type of antidepressant medication.
Well, that was some bootleg thing she got in Kuwait. You
Oh, was
know,
that what that was? What she was taking?
yeah, that's, you know, she had
Oh,
to get on him over there because she was going cray cray. And I think Salad was at his wits' end. And who knows? I mean, I don't know. He may have got it from his sister. And from what I understand, it's kind of like, yeah, OTC over there. You know, they
okay.
don't have the same regulations like we do.
Oh, yeah. Well,
From what I
we're
understand.
regulated to the 9th in this country. But yeah, which was it? It was Celeprex or something like that. It sounded
Yeah,
like Celebrex, but it wasn't. It was like Celeprax or something like that, if I remember correctly.
yeah,
So she was taking something.
yeah.
I'm sure. Oh gosh, getting labs done. Oh yeah, good for you. Getting labs. She never have a labs done. Can you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I just love the way. I mean, she must just hope that her audience has no idea about how the healthcare system works, or
No.
never go to the doctors.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Because I hear her talk about any of her medical stuff. I'm like, that doesn't sound like that happened.
No. And you know that she thinks that everybody is so stupid. You know, that she can, I mean, across the board lies, and everybody catches them and calls her out on them. And, you know, she'll just ignore it and move on to the next lie.
Oh yeah,
Go
I
back
mean,
and watch her
sciatica. She
old.
won't even leave that sciatica lie. She's determined to keep telling people she had sciatica, though she never
Well,
had an MRI diagnosis and she never went to physical therapy.
yeah, well, that's something she can pull out of her pocket when she needs it.
Well, not really, because she's never been officially diagnosed, and she confessed
Well,
that.
she will. I mean, me
I
and
know,
you and everybody here know she's never had that diagnosis,
right?
but she will die on that hill that that's what it is. She was going and getting injections for it, and then it doesn't matter. You could be
And
right
it
in
was
her face screaming
all
at her.
it was all lies. She wasn't doing
Yeah,
anything. It was
yeah,
all lies. It was
it's all
all
lies.
lies.
I mean, I don't doubt the woman had some back pain, but you know, when you're carrying around that much weight on your front, it's got to cause some back pain. But
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
and she's definitely got some neuropathy going on.
oh yeah, and the neuropathy and probably vitamin D deficiency could be her kidneys. I mean, you know, just reach your hand in the bag and pull something out.
Oh, I know, because my kidneys were hurting a little bit yesterday when I got a little bit dehydrated from not feeling well. And I could feel it in my kidneys. That's why I'm sitting here on the Pedialyte.
Yeah, yeah.
The grape flavor is really good. I got the enhanced with all the probiotics and stuff in it. Okay, keep going, Chantal.
Oh, you mean, yeah, I'm sure you think Martha. And then he was like, it's probably just like healing itself. It's probably not too serious because, you know, but if you want to order imaging, and I was like, I don't know. He didn't think it was really worth it from the sounds of it. So like, I don't have any.
Does that story sound legitimate?
Well, I don't. If she did talk to a doctor, I don't doubt that he was like, "You need to go have imaging." And
Right.
her, you know, no, she's not gonna.
But I
Bother
don't
with
think the
that.
doctor would have said it that he would have agreed that it healed itself.
Well, you know, no, but you know, he probably just said, "Well, you know, it's
Glad to hear you're
gotten
feeling better. Yeah.
Yeah, but she'll twist it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it'll pop back up again, guys. Don't worry. Sciatica not gone.
No, it's not.
All right, keep going, Chantel.
Any pain at all. So I think it just healed. Anyway, whatever. Hi, Cynthia. Martha reminded me of you. Please. It's cold. Yeah, he basically also just told me to lose weight. He's like, "How much do you weigh?" And I was like, "A lot." And then he's like, "Well, losing weight will help a lot." Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course. I look glowy today. I'm gonna call Salah reindeer. No, shut up.
Who is the person who thought she looked like she was glowing today? Can we do a mental evaluation of that particular poster?
He's glowing like a stoplight.
Oh, and the doctor, he was so good he talked about her needing to lose weight. I don't think the doctor would have phrased a question quite that way because
No,
we
and
know people are sensitive to their weight.
it would depend on what kind of there's those doctors, especially them old school ones, man, they will cut you to the white meat on that weight.
That's true.
They don't play. So I mean, I'm sure if it was, said I can see that you're super morbidly obese.
Right.
So, and she's probably said, "Oh, I'm on a health arc now. I'm doing this, and I'm, because he's a new audience. She can
Right.
flim flam, yeah."
Well, I just always want to let people know that for every 10 pounds of weight loss is an improvement of 10 milligrams of mercury blood pressure. It will go down.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that should always be an encouragement just because of the control of your blood pressure. And you don't want to be on blood pressure medications your whole life. That is not the place that anybody wants to be. You can more than manage your blood pressures. My blood pressure the other day, believe it or not, and the girl had to listen to it a couple of times, and I forgot to warn her I run low. I was like 96/63.
Yeah.
And I was hydrated. I was fine. And I just said to her, "That's what I run, sweetheart. Don't be scared."
Yeah. Yeah. I've had a history of low blood pressure. So,
Right.
yeah.
And so, obviously there are all problems with low blood pressure, but if they know that you're healthy, if the difference is if you're going in and you tell them that blood pressure and then they hear that you work out or you're, somebody who's, fairly active, then they're going to understand that blood pressure. Chantel sitting with that 106/69, that was probably extremely low for her and after hydration.
Yeah. Yeah. That was.
So, yeah. I was surprised to see her blood pressure that low, actually.
I was gobsmacked.
And for some patients, though, some low blood pressures, they don't want them that low because they want to make sure that you're pumping properly too. So there's a lot into it. Keep going, Chantel, because she's about to toot. I think she's about to toot, everybody. So listen out. She's about to toot. I'm warning you.
Oh, I thought it was good, but I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. But it was a good show, I guess. It's very disturbing. I feel like the whole core of the show, the whole core of it, is like it's not really the stalking story is like secondary, Hey, Ghostface. Well, my face looks red and puffy because 1, I have rosacea, 2, it's cold, and 3, I am using this new peachy like blush. Yeah. Thank you, Alexa. Alex.
What? I think that's more than peachy blush.
Ma'am, you don't put your blush up to your tear ducts. That's not blush.
Her audience is like, she really just needs this, like, "Oh, you look so great, girl." They're being kind.
Yeah.
Just letting you know. Because when I see this person, I'm like, no, gosh, I can't imagine even meeting her in real life. Because I'm 5'9".
Yeah, I'm 5'8".
Oh, you're tall too.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, she probably haven't. Oh, she would. Oh, she would not like us probably.
No. Mm-mm.
Alexandria McLeod. Holy, I'm sorry. Yeah, it happened to the actor I know. Hey, Akeem. Losing weight is extra difficult. Oh, Cynthia, if you need a mod, I can help. Oh yeah, Cynthia, don't you mod somewhere for me? I think I'm okay right now, but yeah, I will if I need another one for sure. I appreciate that. I saw the walrus. I saw the whale. Thank you, Colleen. My teeth. I was drinking tiramisu coffee. Now my teeth are yellow. Like that just happens automatically. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say about that. Yes, coffee does stain the teeth. Absolutely. But you tend to drink milky coffee, which the milk stops the staining somewhat. So don't
Well, I've
think
been watching her for 4 years, and her teeth have been some shade of mustard for 4 years. So
Right.
now if you brush them, it will remove stains. So,
Right. Or get dental care, like see
oh
that
yeah,
hygienist. Maybe get a tooth descaling and a clean, you know.
yes.
But she's
Mm-hmm.
probably got to a point where, like I said, her dentition has gotten so bad that she's probably scared of what they would say to her at this point, actually. So she don't want to go in there and face it.
I've
God,
been trying to look, and maybe
her
you in the
breath.
chat
Mm,
can help.
mm.
She has that baby tooth on her right side.
Right,
Um, and it looks like some of it has broken off. It was never a long tooth because it was a baby tooth.
right,
But the last several strings she's had, I'm like, well, I'm waiting for her to turn. But it's like she will not show that side of her smile or whatever.
right.
So y'all keep an eye out because it's been driving me nuts. I've been trying to see, but that tooth looks it looked like it had a cavity in it, and probably does. It's a baby tooth, but
Right.
it looks like it has kind of broke off.
Yeah,
It's
I think I know the one you mean at the front. It looks like it's kind of like gotten jagged or more on the side. Oh gosh, I can't. Her wisdom tooth bone
which
not even
side though?
removed. Ooh,
I'm trying to
well, that was
remember
a
what.
painful operation having the wisdom teeth out. Okay, she's about to toot, guys. I know she's
Okay.
coming up soon.
Why? Stains.
Yep.
So there's people. Just Diane. Yeah, it's very pretty. It's just windy. The walrus is so gross. For handing out mods, I volunteer. I didn't toot. I have manners now.
I think I heard a toot. What did you hear?
I heard it.
Did you guys in the audience hear her toot? Let's go back just for a last toot. And then we're going to speed her up and get her going. I just didn't want to miss the toot. Okay. Hold on. I'll go back just a second. And then we're going to. This is where we get childish.
Just Diane. Yeah, it's
I
very
think I
pretty.
missed
It's
it.
just windy.
Hold on. Let me go back.
My teeth. I was drinking tiramisu coffee. Now my teeth are yellow. Like that just happens automatically. I don't know why. Stains. So
Now, was that her making the noise, or did she actually toot? I can't tell. I'm just being silly. Who knows? All right, let's keep going. I just speed her up to 1.25, guys, now, so we can get her going here. Let's see what more she's
get out of
got.
my.
If she doesn't have any more gems,
You know what
we
there
may
was? A
end it
mosquito
early
yesterday.
because we've already been here for a couple hours. She talks fast. Yeah.
I'm gonna get old with Salah like that and like them and walk around and do things.
Okay.
Thanks, Drive for Change. It is cozy, but horror games, please. Yes, babe.
What is she thinking? She and Salah are gonna like be walking around and stuff? Didn't she barely do anything in Thailand?
Well, that they're going to get old together and walk around. No, ma'am. No, that's not happening.
I mean, look at the swelling here on her face again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's addressed any of her real medical issues coming to Canada. She's not done
No.
anything.
Mm-mm.
She's not thought, this is my moment. Let me just take care of everything. She's not that organized. So she's just, this is what happens when you don't get organized an adult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know? And it's not fun sometimes being an adult. I get it. You know, I've had so many times where every year I used to say to my dentist, well, there goes my vacation.
Yeah. I've been very fortunate. My teeth are probably the best genetic thing I got from my parents. And, I take really good care of my teeth. I've had 2 cavities in my entire life. I'm fixing to be 56,
Oh,
and my twin
wow.
sister has never had a cavity.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome. That's
I mean,
awesome.
I take care of them because that's, when you only got one good thing, you take care of it.
Well, my teeth looked pretty, but they have been a nightmare.
Well, my husband's have, and that's cost us a couple of vacations, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, I supposedly, if you have like the wrong pH in your mouth, which is what my dentist told me, and then of course I have bruxism, so I'm a grinder and
Mm,
everything else. So
yeah.
I'm so I've had just more dental work than you could imagine. Of course, my dad from Britain would be like, "Well, just have the tooth pulled." Just like,
Yeah.
no. Having an
Oh, yeah.
implant. I mean, I've had to have implants put in. I had my
Oh,
first gold filling at 16. And that should
wow.
have probably, because I probably broke that tooth so hard. And they probably should have put me in a mouth guard then. But, at that point, my parents had almost checked out from parenting. So I was actually taking myself to the dentist about this
Yeah.
stuff. It was
Yeah,
different times.
yeah.
All right, Chantel. Well, she's never gonna get these teeth. Oh my gosh, yeah. Is this the one you're talking about? This chipped
No,
one right here?
the one
Oh, no, the
back,
back. Right
yeah,
here?
that one right there. That one
There
looks
is
like it broke off. It was
yeah,
always small because it was a baby tooth,
right.
but it was real discolored, like back in the crackhead Olympic days, and it just looks like it's broke off just below
Yeah.
the gum line.
And then the plaque and just she's really I can't imagine that her mouth doesn't hurt.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, she's got missing teeth, and so it's a nightmare. And we've talked before about
Yeah,
the medical or the health effects that can happen to you with your teeth not in infections and that type of
right.
thing.
Oh gosh, awful, awful. I mean, just sepsis, encarditis. I mean, I can think of all sorts of just
Yeah,
horrible things. All
a
right,
couple
keep
of
going.
people. Well, a couple of people have asked, how does she still have some about the baby teeth? She said that I think she said that she had a genetic a problem, and that's why she still had some of her baby teeth. I don't know if that's Funkle Baby or she never specified what genetic issue she had. But why sometimes it can be just she just needed the tooth pulled where her
Right,
permanent could come in.
right,
So, but they never did that. I don't know, maybe she didn't have a permanent one, but that's a baby tooth back
right.
behind that incisor
Hmm.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought is that you would. I mean, unless they X-rayed and saw that there was nothing to come down,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But yeah, because I don't think baby teeth are made for adult use.
Yeah.
Wow, wild. Okay, keep going, Chantel. Let's see.
I should do a coffee morning. Oh, you're gonna go on a hike, Renee? That's nice. They made an appearance a while ago, Passion Tim, actually, when I first came here. And then I think they disappeared again when I said I'm going back to Kuwait. Can't please everybody. Hey, Two Through. Hi, Salah. Hey, Melanie, I didn't see you. I hate being 40 because I'm not healthy. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be too bad. Hi, Vanessa. So we need to health bees. I need to get healthy. And if I do get very healthy in a couple of months, I want to reward myself. We're going to go on a trip, inshallah. Hi, Orange.
Likelihood of her getting healthy in a couple of months.
No. That's not going to happen in a couple of months. I mean, if she might be able to ease one of her comorbidities with strict something, but 2 months is maybe 2 years. She'd be lucky 2 years if she did like nose to the grindstone. 2 years she'd be lucky.
Right, absolutely. I mean, this is the person, okay, remember, she's got the tiramisu Tim Hortons drank.
And
now she's going to tell us about how she's about to be a health queen. Keep going, Chantel. It's scary.
Yeah, I'm 40. Will you take care of Salah in your old age? No more sugar. I know, I forgot that this has sugar. I swear, I just don't think about it. It's like you have to put actual conscious effort into being like, no, I'm not going to have this. But look at my ring is loose and stuff. It comes up a little bit over this little chubby hump. See, look. I swear. I look younger. Yeah, my mom, it runs in the family. My mom, she's going to be 60, I think. 59 or 60.
Does she really look young?
No, Shmi looks exactly her age.
Oh, that's what I
To me,
thought.
she does. I mean, she doesn't look, like she's no Lena Horne. Okay, she's
not Halle Berry.
No. Lena Horne was 80 and looked 20. So no, that
ain't. Chantel, are you excited? She's off on a health journey.
I'm so excited because it's been so long since she's gone on a health journey.
I know. I feel like she just had a health journey. Keep going, Chantel. I got to take my Bactrim.
I don't know how old she is. Chubby hump, yeah. People are saying my nails are clubbing now.
Ooh.
They're hanging out at the club.
Oh, let her finish this one.
That was lame.
Yeah, that was lame. Can't tell. She doesn't even know what clubbing means on her fingers.
No, she wouldn't care if she knew. So it's a moot point.
Right. Oh, she's like, oh, that's funny. No, girl, it's really not. It's really not funny. Yeah, I'm surprised her family haven't put her on lockdown just so you can on a 51-50 hold or something.
Oh, I
know. Just for her mental, because she's just not there. Sorry, keep going, Chantel.
Oh, thanks, babe. Yeah, oh no, I fully recovered, yeah. Yes, I'm going to become healthy, Kina. I kind of lose myself. I ate again. I wasn't eating for months after your travel. Where did you go? Tomorrow start again. Hi, Vanessa. That's crazy, yeah. Thank you, Cynthia. Get hit on by youngsters, yeah. Japan? Oh, I do want to go there one day. Yeah. And I want to be fit because I want to do Everest Base Camp. It's just, you don't have to climb a mountain. You just have to be fit enough to walk like 8 hours a day. I can walk for a couple of hours and take like small breaks in between. So I need to be at a level where I can just walk and walk. I want to walk with a yak. I want a yak beside me when I'm walking. And Salah, we enjoy the scenery. I don't know. Salah loves Nepal.
What fantasy is she in?
God, she cannot walk 2 hours now. She cannot.
She can't go 2 minutes without looking for a bench.
Just absolute delusion.
Isn't this wild? She is super delusional here because she is never, her health, Chantel, I'm just going to give you a heads up. Your health is getting into such a critical place that you would never be able to, you wouldn't even go 20 minutes.
No.
without feeling like you had to have a break, like every 2. We've seen you walking. You're so, your heart is so unconditioned. You can't just get up and go like that now, girl. You have let it go.
I've never investigated the Everest Base Camp walk, but I'm sure it's not a flat surface all the way there.
Oh yeah,
You know,
just where
I'm
this girl
sure.
needs to be,
Yeah.
up in the mountains with low oxygen.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Get over yourself, Chantel. You're never going to do that. I don't mean to be mean, girl, but you're just not in a physical peak of shape to do that.
Mm-mm.
She really is delusional. Thinking she going to walk 8 hours in a day? Can you?
And the Japan,
And this is a woman who doesn't want to walk an airport, by the way.
yeah, I know, wants to take a trolley. If she
Yeah.
went to Japan or any Asian country, but Japan, she would be mobbed by people to take pictures with her because of her size. She would be so freakish.
Well, they may just think she's a sumo wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, my best friend is half Thai, and she ain't big as a minute. I'd like to just punch her sometimes. She's so tiny, and that culture, you know, they pick out every flaw. I'm not. You can be pencil thin, but you've got a freckle on your face. I mean, you know, they're really,
yeah, they're harsh critics.
Yeah, they're a harsh critic. I'm sure some are more, and they're I love the Asian culture. They're very gracious and stuff, but she would think it's, they must know that I'm Foodie Beauty. I'm a famous YouTuber, but it would be because of her freakish size is why she would be a draw.
Can you imagine her trying
there.
to squeeze herself into a Japanese underground train?
No, absolutely not. She
One of
wouldn't
those
fit in
capsule
anything.
hotels.
No, there would be nothing that she would fit into, or no,
No, she's not size made for Asian countries. They
No.
definitely are, you know, the only people who get big are sumo wrestlers.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, girl. She is just on a delusional fantasy. Like, she's just like, I don't owe $50,000 in taxes. No, I'm just going to be yak walking on the Himalayan mountains and going to Japan.
Yeah.
No, none of that happening. Not with this health.
I know.
All right, keep going, girl.
So,
it's delusional.
Yeah, Stephanie. Come to the UK.
You're blunt.
What's clubbing nails? I think it's when your nails get like round bulbs, like big. It means you have something like, I don't know, maybe scurvy. Yak walk bees.
Great.
30K steps.
Chantel got scurvy, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dr. Google got online and looked at some pictures of some nail beds.
Yeah.
Said, mine looks like scurvy. We're quite blunt at the moment today, too. Well, we have to be with Chantel. We don't sugarcoat for Chantel, do we? We just let it be known. And all right, keep going, girl. Oh, jeez. I told you this was a wild one.
The day when you visited Japan, I do like 3, if that. Ew. Well, you got to start somewhere, so I think I'll just start with the 30 minutes again. Walk 15 minutes one way, the alarm goes off, and you don't take a single step more because the goal is 30. I'm not going to be a hero. And then walk back. I gotta blow my nose. So why? I've had so many boogers, not to be gross, but TMI, since being in Canada. I don't know what it is.
Ugh, girl. I know.
3 steps. Yeah, right. I took more than 3 to get to this picnic table. Look. Oh, I thought it was going to move.
Somebody told her in the chat she couldn't walk more than 3 steps. So going, I'm going to walk the Himalayas for 8 hours. Girl, they wouldn't even let you near the base camp. God. Those Sherpas would take one look at you and be like, no way. They're not risking themselves with you, girl.
No.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine her rolling up there? No, girl.
It'd probably be easier for her
Elite
to
athlete.
roll.
She's talking about elite athlete stuff almost.
Oh, I know.
But then again, she's gonna get a 6-pack in a couple of months too, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's definitely gonna get a 6-pack.
Oh, God.
I know she's wild. She's wild today, Cheekbones. I told you this one. She's just like in the world of delusion. It was like all of her scams, her manipulations, all to the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna be nicey nice. Okay.
My pants. For real. This is such a nice nightgown. I can't wait to wear it. It's nice and cute and fresh new.
That's why I think she's going somewhere.
So the cheeky fit, okay, women have different forms of briefs. There's the full brief, which is like the granny panty. I love those. There's thong, which is like the string in your butt. There's cheekies. So cheeky is like in between a brief and a thong. Those are my favorites. Cheekies!
Lord.
Did you see everyone?
They probably look like giant briefs for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Cheeky.
I didn't know Depends made cheekies.
You're right. Cheekies. Oh God. I don't even want to
Lucky
see.
Salad. He's so lucky.
He is. He's excited that she's coming back home soon. You know he is. Can't wait to have the house strewn with roses. All right, Chantel, keep telling us about all these marvelous things that are going to happen. This is wild.
Analyzing peach head on the window at Lush. No, Brenda, I haven't seen that, but I will say, I didn't go to Lush with Pete's. I went with family, with my aunt as well, because I had gift cards. Oh, how cool, Cynthia. Only you can get yourself healthy. I know. Going and getting curds. Those are the comfort things that, yeah, I need to stop doing. But it's like, I swear for me, it feels almost impossible. Because.
What do you think about a type 2, unmanaged, uncontrolled diabetic eating cheese curds?
Well, the diabetes, I don't know much about cheese curds, but usually cheese is, not terrible in carbs, but the sodium with her heart, and I don't know what's going on with her kidneys so far as the levels of protein, but, just the fat in it and her whole system, just, her biggest problem is and continues to be and probably always will be, she will never get serious about losing weight until she's honest, either on camera or off camera, I don't care, about her weight and her health. If she was serious about her health and wanted to be held accountable by her chat or the internet or whatever, she'd say, I'm going to the doctor and this is my honest weight, because we all know she's gained at least 100 pounds since she's gone to Kuwait. But, she just, this continual denial. She's not ever gonna, everybody here has some food that is, or more, that's triggering to us.
Right.
My King Dongs, I will clear out a box of King Dongs. That is and I haven't had a King Dong in my house in 30 years because I will eat the whole box.
Right.
That's my one Achilles heel. But, it's hard.
Oh,
but
yeah. I bought some oatmeal cookies from IKEA the other day and they were so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm not a sweet eater. That's how much I love King Dongs and I don't like, I'm not a sweet eater, but but she's not ever, in her mind, when she talks about it, she's already done it. When she
Right.
talks about weight loss, she's already lost the weight.
Right.
So, and it can be a span of 15 minutes to an hour, and then she gets into, oh, I lose all this weight. What about the skin? And, and I'm like going, girl, you got 2-3 years of weight loss before you get to that point, but she's already talked herself out of it.
Mm. So somebody is saying here that they said that maybe in November, when she had her visit with the physician in Kuwait, that there was possibly albumin in her urine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
That's her
There's
kidney.
a lot more going on with it.
That's their kidneys going out, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. I just, I can only wish that she really would address her health. But if she's remains delusional that she thinks that she, within a couple of months, can turn this around on her own,
Yeah.
is delusional to
Well,
me.
with all these comorbidities, be it liver, heart, diabetes, kidneys, whatever, you get to that point of no return.
Right.
And I think I've said before, when I worked in the dialysis unit, out of, I'm trying to think, we had maybe 40 people on the chairs at a time. Probably 95% of those were on dialysis because they had high blood pressure and uncontrolled diabetes.
Absolutely. And high blood pressure is one of the biggest causes for dialysis. If that's why it's so important. As I say to people, you've got to check your blood pressure. You've got to keep an eye on your blood pressure.
Yeah.
I can't encourage it more.
Those two things were the cause why they were. The other ones that were on it was, some type of a childhood issue. It was nothing to do with they weren't overweight. They didn't have high blood pressure, but that's, and it will terrify you. I mean, I'd worked with, kidney patients before, but when I went to work in the dialysis unit, it will absolutely terrify you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're going to expect patients with blood pressures like you've never seen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, them rolling 200 over 100 was not unusual.
Yeah. Well, just fluid, it was, they'd take 20 pounds, 30 pounds of fluid off of a patient, the non-compliant, diabetes,
right.
And they're not bad people. They're the sweetest salt of the earth people. But, then you get into they can't get on a kidney transplant list unless they get all that under control. But I'm just telling you, you don't want to get in that chair.
Right.
It's a terrible, it's
worst death I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, when you have to spend 4 hours 3 times a week sitting in a chair, and that's not when you have to go get your shunt in your arm and all that stuff.
Take care of that fistula. Hope your fistula doesn't fail.
Yes.
We have failing fistulas all the time. They can get infected.
Trying to eat the diet, trying to eat, taking your binders, all that. I mean, it's just a constant rotation of stuff. So it's just terrible.
Yeah, anyway. It really is. It really is. And once they decide to discontinue dialysis, it's even sadder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the hardest passings that I saw were from dialysis patients. So, I mean, because they just really were filling with fluid.
Mm-hmm.
So it was hard. Yeah. It was very hard. Okay. All right, Chantel, getting us to think about that saddy stuff there. But you do because you're not healthy.
Mm-mm.
And you certainly need to have better care, girl. All right, keep going. We got to get through this fast. So we're going to let her roll for a little bit so we can finish this up, Cheekbones. I'm going to let her talk for a minute. See what more fun things she has to say.
The level of it's ingrained in it's like tradition, I don't know. Hi, Mike. You wear edible. Yeah, true. YouTube lover. It's true. So if I wanted to do that, because I'd be at higher like altitude, I would have to bring my inhalers. I would have to lose a lot of weight, practice walking, eat healthy, and stop smoking anything, like maybe a good year before we do it, because yeah, I'll need total lung health, and drink like a bunch of pineapple juice to heal the lungs. I don't know.
Huh?
Isn't bromine or whatever really good for your lungs?
What is she talking about?
I have no idea. What hocus pocus is she talking about?
She's been on Dr. Google again, hasn't she?
Yeah, sounds like it.
So I don't. What are your feelings for a type 2 unmanaged, uncontrolled diabetic drinking pineapple juice?
I guess it's been close to a year ago that she said she was going to be in base camp in 6 months. So
Oh, was it she was going to be at the Yak camp in 6 months from now?
yeah, that was last summer, I believe. She said that in 6 months she was going to be going to base camp.
And
Just
and
walk.
I and I'm actually going to be running for president of the United States in 2024.
Well, you can come and watch my Victoria's Secrets one runway debut then.
Oh, is that what you're up to this summer? You're debuting at a Victoria's Secret fashion show?
Yeah.
Girl,
Did you
you
not
rock.
know? All I got to do is find a time machine and go back 30 years. That's all.
Oh, well, I'm running for president. I thought I'd throw I just throw my hat in the ring. Why not?
But we have better chances of achieving those goals than her getting to base camp. So
Right. Yes. Surprisingly, I have a better chance of being the president of the United States, Chantel, than you have of getting to base camp. And I was born in the United States, so that does make me eligible.
yes.
I was born in Virginia, of all places. Okay, girl. She's wild tonight. She was going to be at base camp. There was no way they would let her near that place. That's wild.
There's no hills in Kuwait. No.
Oh,
It's flat. You know what I mean? Hi, Wajiha.
Keep an eye on the chat.
No, really. You'll eat healthy with me? Okay. It's very expensive. Yeah. Is it? Well, I mean, if you go as, you have to go as part of a group. You're right. Yeah, it is pricey. So it's like a lifelong dream. Maybe you do it, maybe you don't. I don't know. Hi, Lovey. Yeah, I drink a lot of sugar and stuff. I know. I try not to.
But no, you don't. All right.
I drink water like the rest of the day.
What are your thoughts about that, Cheekbones? Have you ever seen her try not to drink a sugary drink?
No, if she wants one, she drinks one. She has that performative water bottle every now and then, but I always think she's got, she has the backup sandwich and the backup soda.
Right. And we see the amount of fruit juice she purchases to her home. So she hasn't quite understood, because she bought orange juice the other day at Tim Hortons too, which somebody who was a Tim Hortons employee responded to me like, "Oh God."
Delusional.
Right. So she's just constantly drinking the thing you should not be having with her having type 2 unmanaged, uncontrolled diabetes. Because I know this girl's never going hyperglycemic. Hypo, I should say. Hypo. So there's no reason to give her fruit juice.
No.
And she's just sitting there with that big old sugary drink. This is what I find so fascinating and delusional about this particular live stream of hers. This is just...
Well, you would think that she would, if she's going to get on live stream or do a vlog, that just keep that in the car and get your backup bottle of water and be performative with it, but that's her. She's so hypocritical, because she'll say, I'm going on healthy. I'm going to eat healthy. And I had a huge lunch, and let me chug down this cookies in a cup. And, at least try to be a little more on the down low with it.
Right.
That's what you're going to do.
Right. And then she'll be like, but I'm starting my health journey today, and I'll have a 6-pack in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Girl, that's never happening. Never happening. You probably had a round little belly when you came out your mama's belly too.
Yeah, she
never
was
had a
she was
six
very
pack.
good.
This
No.
child has
Mm-mm,
never had a six pack in her life.
mm-mm. No.
Okay. And then I have maybe like with supper, I'll have like a diet drink. Or maybe, I don't know. Don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. Hi, Gina. Drink pickle juice. No, I didn't celebrate 420.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I'm gonna call her lie right there. If she was up early on 420, man, she did like a 10-minute live and got the heck out of Dodge. She said, "Oh, I got a phone call between 1 and 9 from a doctor."
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Dr. Phil.
what? I was like, yeah, Dr. Feelgood was hitting you up between 1 and 9. Because I'm like, what what clinic office calls somebody on a Saturday between 1 and 9? Unless it's just like the
I,
hospital or something, you know? I mean,
maybe they do it different in Canada. I don't know. Maybe
I
that's
can't
part of
imagine
the,
many practitioners working a Saturday unless they're on call.
yeah. They have maybe that's part of their gig. They do it on Saturdays, but
Well, let us know in the chat, Canada, if they do things like that on a Saturday. I'm not saying it's not available, but would they follow up an appointment with her on a Saturday between 1 and 9 for this call from the doctor? I don't know. It just when I've ever had telehealth appointments, they're at a very specific time. The only time that they may, and even if it's a hospital call, they're not going to tell you when they're calling, like to check if you got home okay or your discharge went well or whatever,
yeah.
like little follow up calls. But I don't see that she's, oh gosh.
Mm-mm. Well, I mean that's a big if you're a physician or nurse practitioner or whatever, and you're scheduling these that you allot so much time. So
Right,
her appointment was between 1 and 9.
right.
I'm like, "Oh, that's a big gap."
That doesn't make sense to me. That does not make sense. It doesn't make sense anywhere, and unless it just doesn't make sense. There's
No.
no way that they would leave such a wide chasm. I can't imagine that they would, unless it's just a touch base phone call when we'll call you Saturday between 1 and 9 to see how you're doing. I
Yeah.
can I can hear that happening, but I mean, still on a Saturday, that's a
Yeah.
call day, people. Most people, most medical professionals, you're going to be paying premium dollars to get these people working Saturdays. I don't know how it is in
Yeah.
in Canada.
Here, that's true.
Oh, heck yeah. Especially if you want me to do overtime, you're going to be paying at that point.
Hmm.
All right, Chantel, keep telling us how you're going to glow up, girl.
Food prices are insane. No, I don't like quinoa. I like it sometimes and like mixed with a million other things, but I get cheese. I drive for cheese. You guys would drive there too if you lived in this part of the country because everyone goes there for fresh cheese. There's too many new horror movies. Babe, where are the movies? Yeah, I want to go to the movies. I look different. I can't even see myself really.
Where do you live, Bella? Because I can promise you, here in the Commonwealth, you'd be hard pressed to find a doctor wanting to see people except in an urgent care on a Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. Down here too. It'd
Yeah.
be urgent care would be your only bet.
Yeah, yeah. Especially it's the South, I can promise you. No, we don't. Unless it's urgent care, and then it's probably
But
an
yeah, I want to go to the
NP
movies with you.
or
I like doing
PA.
that. It's fun. Age is just a number. Yeah, I mean, true, babe.
Let's talk a little bit about age just being a number.
No.
There are cellular changes and body changes that happen when you hit about 40. I understand too.
Mm-hmm.
Like your process of your cellular turnover starts to change very differently from when you were under 40. I think at 40 is like they say that time where or even I think 70 is when I've heard it really slows down. Like your
I think
cellular turnover.
I probably for me it was in my early 50s. But I've
Okay.
always been, I was an athlete younger in my life, but then I started having kids, and that's a whole sporting event. But I've always been active, go do kind of stuff, and so but probably the last few years, it's kind of like, wow.
Yeah.
What happened? I used
Right.
to do this all day.
Right. Yeah, and I've noticed that for myself too, because I'll be 55 this year. And even I have, I even noticed that, that maybe I can go. I mean, I did pretty good, but I have to say I wore my immune system down going too hard for too long. Like
Yeah.
working 40 hours a week, having to drive a long way to work, going to grad school, all of these things. And it was, and trying to manage my home and everything else going on around it. It was just, it was a lot. Chantel
Yeah.
does not have any idea what it is like to be put under that much pressure, I don't think.
No, her biggest decision is what she's eating next. And by
Right.
next, I mean next 5 minutes, next 10 minutes.
Right. She's just
Yeah.
thinking about her dinner. That's pretty much what she's doing, is thinking about dinner. All right, keep going, Chantel. We want to get finished out, girl.
I don't know. Pickle electrolyte drink. I know, I saw that. Food prices are through the roof.
Projection fraction.
You're excited for season 3 of Salah and Chantal and Miriam? No, I won't, Brenda. Well, yeah, me too. I'm really excited to get back to making vlogs because I want to try to, I don't know, I really like vlogging. Like, I like making those videos,
Okay.
There's something we enjoy to do together. So, yeah. Have you guys ever nice? It's like sparkling water. Hey, Chance, Juicy Tarot. Your Canada vlogs have been nice. Yeah, thank you. I've just been like sharing my, like, whenever I'm not busy doing something or with other people.
Is that eye makeup like from the night before? What's going on?
I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, she obviously doesn't fit into the Kia well anymore because she's outside of the Kia.
No, if you know something I've noticed since she got back to Canada, like when she's driving or like she's going to get out and how she turns the camera and she'll say, well, I don't want people to know where I'm at. I don't think it's that. And like when she turned the camera to go back to her car, I don't think she wants people to see her in these clothes because we can tell how much bigger she is.
That's a good point.
I think she's hiding herself is what I think she's doing.
Absolutely. Because she can't control what it's capturing or if there's the right filter or all the things the law can do when he's walking around with her and filming her,
Yeah.
I'm sure she put on weight in Canada.
Oh, I'm sure
when I'm by myself, I like to go on drives and take advantage of like driving and going to different places I probably won't get to go for a while, and that includes food places. Me, I find it's successful if I have a day of like successfully not overeating or binge eating in some way, then I feel good, but it's hard. Hi, Lisa Arky. Hello. Thanks, Jans. I love sparkling water. The Thailand boat footage. I don't think we have it anymore. So excited to do more vlogs with you, my cupcake. Oh, thank you, Reed. Me too. Yes, we have a lot of good things planned. Overnight oats? No. How are we going to deal with the summer?
She's like, overnight oats? No.
She did that once.
She made those overnight oats in Kuwait and they look terrible.
They did.
They look terrible. Girl, they did not look good. So I understand. I used to make good overnight oats, but hers look terrible.
All right, well, we have some strategies. I think the more weight I lose, the more it will be easier to deal with the heat, even though I don't love it. I feel like if we go out early, like really early before it starts getting hot around 9 a.m. between like...
I know I keep stopping, but would you be able to explain why it may be more difficult for her to lose weight as an unmanaged, uncontrolled type 2 diabetic? I don't know if you want to chime in because she keeps saying she's just going to lose weight.
Well, she's delusional. I mean, you can be diabetic and lose weight. Um,
Absolutely.
it's all about your food choices and staying, setting your carbohydrates, per meal, snacks, whatever, at the same time and being consistent. But she's not going to do that. We all know she's not going to do that. See, she's talking about when I lose weight. So in her mind, she's already lost this weight. So when she gets off this, she's going to go get her a poutine or whatever, a sandwich as big as, my car, and cram it down a pie hole. Cause that's her thought process. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. I've worked with diabetics to lose weight and been
Right.
very successful.
Right.
But she's not going to put that work into it.
No, she's not going to put the work in.
Yeah, and she's not going to exercise. She's not going to move her body. She's
Right.
not going to do that.
These are habits. She's not somebody who is like organized in other parts of their life, and maybe they just have kind of not been able to like take care of themselves the way they've wanted to due to like time constraints, family constraints, different things and then suddenly they're like, I need to, take this into my hand. And when they're given the time and the opportunity, these types of people can suddenly, make changes in their health that are really, beneficial. But I think with somebody like Chantel, she's so disorganized in her life anyway. She doesn't have the structure to even start to be able to implement a plan for weight loss on her own.
Well, I don't know if you watch Shakara Transformations. Do you
I
watch her?
do. Yeah.
I love, and actually, that's how I got into Chantal and Girl World. Thanks, Lona. Anyway, but I was watching her stream from today. But she made an interesting point. I had said before, I don't believe she has binge eating disorder, and that's I'm not a psychologist, but she made the point that she said, I don't think she has binge eating disorder. I think she's just a food addict.
Right.
And, I thought, yes, that's exactly what it is. There is a difference, and she has no self-control. It doesn't matter what it is, spending money, drugs, men, food. She has no,
hers is addictive personality. And I think that there needs to be an understanding of the difference between being addicted to food and actually having binge eating disorders, which is an actual psychological disorder. Not to say that addiction isn't either, but it's she just doesn't seem to fit into, who I would usually, think about with.
Well, she can't define a binge because we've seen her eat a whole table full of Taco Bell, and she says, "Oh, this isn't a binge." So, like when she said, "Oh, I've had a successful day when I haven't binged," well, but that could have been 10,000 calories, 15,000 calories. It's in her mind what she considers a binge, or not, and it's just a massive amount of food. And
it's a woman who ate 3 trays of sushi.
Yeah, well, look, I can tear up some sushi. We ain't gonna get on that now because I can't all that back. But she's read the binge code. But she's still here. She's here and going to counseling, therapy. I don't know what is she going for her binge eating disorder? Is she talking about this is the major cause of all her health problems? Is she addressing it? No.
Well, I don't think she's seen enough of a therapist to actually have a correct diagnosis at this point.
No. But I mean, if hitting myself in the head with a hammer was causing me some major health problems, I would find out what's causing me to hit myself in the head with a hammer. She don't care.
Right. And what I understand from binge eating, it's like you literally grab like a ton of food. I've always understood it very differently from somebody who's just overeating.
Yeah. And I haven't, my scale, healthcare wise is more on anorexia nervosa type of thing.
Not she's so much the opposite.
Yeah, binge eating, but I just have always felt that she didn't have binge eating. It's her normal amount that she eats. And I'm sure people in the chat have much more experience with it. and you might have more experience with it than me, but I just thought when Alona said that, I was like, yeah, you're right. She's just a food addict.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess when I was studying psychology, and obviously it's very limited, but usually we think about binging. There's binging and purging. There's bulimia that goes along with this. So there's a lot of different things. And somebody who's just here eating and without shame. Usually there's some even a component of shame about it.
Yeah, Pat mentioned that, and and it's usually not done on the internet in front of a gazillion people. It's something that's very hidden.
Right.
So
Diana finally said that she had bulimia.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and we know she ain't got that. So, but whatever she eats stays down for sure. But if she's not going to address that, then nothing's ever going to get better, and it's only going to get worse. And Bella said something about cardiac event. And like we said, it's a crapshoot what's going to take her out first.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't know what's going to take her out, but I have to say, if she eats the way she does, those arteries around her heart are getting pretty clogged.
Well, yeah, they're probably pushed up through her nostrils. But anyway, yeah.
She's probably got a 98% blockage in her LAD. All right, girl.
I wouldn't doubt
it. The Widowmaker. All right, Chantel. Gosh, girl. All right, let's keep going. Let's get her going.
Like 8 and 9 a.m.
I feel like
and then after the sun goes down, it goes down to about 30, so it's not that bad as the day. So either early morning, or it's going to be a lot of night vlogs for the summer, unfortunately. But hopefully we can get out of there and travel. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It won't be for like as long as we did before. My cheeks look thinner. I don't think so. Thank you.
Her cheeks look thinner.
Yeah. My cheeks are purple. Yeah. It's because it's cold and the wind's like in my face, and I have rosacea and blush on. I thought the blush would make like it look less rosacea-y, but I think it enhances it.
All right. Let's speed her along a little bit, because we're like, we can't.
Vanessa with the emojis.
Unfortunately, Cheekbones and I have a lot to say about this girl. I told you this was a wild one tonight, because she's hitting all the health stuff, though. That's why we're getting into this one, because for other people, it would be boring to hear her talking about this stuff. But for us, it's like, listen to her. Listen to
her.
Lies.
Lies and pies.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, her eyes look swollen. Girl, it's Chantel.
So yeah, guys. After this, I'm going to finish working on my vlog. Oh, it's kind of creepy out here. I hear things like rustling around me, and I'm like, there's a huge tree. Wow. I wonder how old it is. Oh, love Thailand. Thank you, Andrea. Apple pie. Hi, Summer. Teardrop, there you are. Hello. 12 months. 1 year as a beezer. So proud of you. You're the best. Thank you, Teardrop. Ready, set, release. Thank you, sweetie. Yes, I really appreciate your presence as a beezer here. You're always so positive and loving.
Oh, delusional.
Yeah.
I know. I feel the same way with the sickly sweet Chantel. All right, keep going. We're going to try to play her out.
I don't anymore listen to anything. Hello, Ned girl. The older couple, they took off. Hi, Rebecca. Yeah, the heat is bad. It is miserable. I'm not going to lie. Hi, I'm Pat from Peru. Hello. Let's go to Peru, babe.
That older couple were probably thinking, oh, we'll go outside. We'll have a nice, quiet walk in the country. And then they got Chantel, ready, set, bees. Loud as anything out there.
It's motivation to keep on walking, though, ain't it?
Right. They're like, we're getting out of here. Well, that's works for her favor because now she's alone, which she prefers.
Is Peru hot in the summer? Yeah, so that's my haul. Nothing too exciting, but you know,
Girl,
that's my life now. It's not. There's no drama. There's no drama in my life. Like, knock on wood, I can't handle anymore. But I mean, like, like there's nothing. I'm thankful for that. It's just very peaceful at times. I still have a lot of like personal stuff to deal with, but thank you, Petite Theo. We will travel to everywhere. Yes, inshallah. The red car drove by twice. Hey, Jody. Dubai is.
Is she sure she's not on the 420? Because she acted super paranoid.
Getting that vape pen.
She must be. Because she's very paranoid. Or it's because she doesn't like people looking at her, too. I think she's paranoid about her size.
Absolutely, she is. Wouldn't you be?
Well, I guess I would be.
If you
I
were
can't imagine myself that size. I guess that's why it's so hard.
7 foot around, wouldn't you be a little paranoid?
I wouldn't. My height, I don't want to be a big girl. But I mean, I've worked with patients her size. It is hard work, man. It is hard work turning these people. Gosh. And some of them, they're going to be going to the hospital like Chantel's age, and the nurses could be 16 years older than them. It's just terrible.
Oh, I know.
I've always told people, I've worked with a nurse who was 72 years old at one point. Worked nights with her. Best nurse I ever worked with.
Yeah.
Flooded right now, I think. Egypt Dumiat. Favorite Tim Hortons drink? I don't know. I guess their iced coffee or a double.
God.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Somebody left their frisbee here. Probably for a dog. I'll just leave it on the table.
I'm guessing she had to pull that ice out of her mouth because it hurt. Because most of us would just let the ice melt in our mouth and not even think about it.
Yeah.
But she said ice and pulled that thing out.
Yeah.
So it's sensitive. Sensitivity. All right, keep going, Chantel. We know you. Personal. Oh, girl. We're just gonna watch her health fail.
Table.
Keep going. We check
Is the bathroom open? We'll protect you. Hi, Joanne. Seagulls probably not far away. I don't like Timmy hose. I don't know if they have water parks. I can't. No. Can you chase your Pennington's receipt for us? I'm sure that would be very entertaining. It flew all the way over there. I'm not going to get it. No way. I don't know. It flew far away. I'm not good at frisbees. Morocco. Thanks, Jody. Oh, really? You do have a daughter my age? I'm going to focus on health and travel. Because travel's like a dream in my life,
Oh, God.
Receipt, please.
Really? Has that always been her dream? Is that why she had such a good time in Cuba?
She's been talking about traveling. If you watch old vlogs, I mean, back since before, I think when she left BB, it was she's going traveling. I'm going traveling. I'm going traveling. We're traveling.
In a hotel room.
Yeah. And I don't know where her and Salah think they're going. His passport's not going to get him into all these places she's talking about going. He can't go.
Right.
So I don't know. Traveling, I don't know what she's talking about.
I just, there's nothing wrong with travel, but she is not somebody who looks like she enjoys the location once she gets there. Rage.
Well, I mean, there's always backstories to why she went. She didn't go to those places for a vacation and enjoy herself. It was to stick it to Cokie and a visa hop. That's what she did. Or to get, loophole married. There you go.
But I guess that's traveling, hey? All right, keep going, Chantel. You managed to spend a lot of time talking about nothing, girl.
Too many wonderful places to visit and vlog it. Yeah. It's nice like sharing what you do or where you go with people, you know? And it's just like it's good drama-free content, you know?
She needs to stop messing with her eyes for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting really like just keep seeing her messing with her eyes. Something is bothering her eye. She's probably getting conjunctivitis. Some pink eye in there. Because she just is rubbing this eye, and the eye doesn't look good. I mean, she's rubbing this eye a lot.
Yeah.
Something looks, I mean, it's hard to tell with the filters, but I'm kind of looking underneath the eye, and it's just it's like the redness, I guess, is, I don't know, maybe the CPAP is definitely too tight, but it looks like it's causing blood pooling actually underneath her eyes too. But her
Mm-hmm.
eyes don't look good.
Mm-mm.
Now, maybe she just has allergies out there. I don't know,
Yeah.
but she's certainly, having a lot of eye discomfort at this time. You need some drops or something, girl. Just some hydration drops.
I don't know if you guys I'm sure some people find it boring. That's okay. You know? Healthy food. Well, it depends what your idea of healthy is, because I'm still going to eat things like spaghetti. I'll just make it homemade with like lean ground meat and maybe some whole wheat noodles. I don't know, for example.
What would you recommend to make it more healthy? Because I don't know
Well,
about
I mean,
Chantel.
she can use the lean ground meat, but I don't know what her idea of lean is. But she's diabetic,
Right.
so if it's in the appropriate portions for her carb count, sure, but not a hubcap full of spaghetti.
She needs to be
Her,
on zucchini noodles.
yeah, that's or spaghetti squash.
Right.
That they have those. What are those? It starts with an S. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those Asian noodles that have no calories or almost no
Oh,
calories.
I'm not.
But I
Oh, yeah.
can't tolerate those things. I'm sorry.
Right.
I just that they make pasta that's higher in protein. That's usually what I get. I use lean meat,
Right.
but homemade does not mean that it's healthy. So
No, not one of the meals that we've seen her make.
yeah, there you go. Erica knows what I'm talking about. But she's not gonna. I love some spaghetti squash now. I love me some spaghetti squash, but
Mhm.
she's not. But her portions are so blown out, and she go, "Oh, it's healthy. It's homemade." Well, you put 2 sticks of butter and a pint of heavy cream in it. No, it's not healthy.
Right. Right. And like she's the first thing she talks about is trying to make a spaghetti, and it doesn't sound that healthy.
No, vegetarian spaghetti. That's a good one. I mean,
Right.
those. It's hearts of palm. Yeah, that's
I
good
thought
too.
her
So,
doctor was telling her to kind of reduce some of the amount of meat she was consuming.
and that's probably for kidneys, but
Right.
it doesn't matter what anybody tells her. I'll tell you, if she came in to see me, I'd have to take a tranquilizer. I mean, trying to come up with a diet plan for somebody that is so contraindicated with their comorbidities, that would be a challenge.
Right.
And then trying to phase that into a diabetic meal plan.
Right. I
That
think
would,
sorry, keep going.
I was going to say that would be, I mean, and hey, if I knew they were serious, I'd be up for the challenge, but
Right. That's the thing, isn't it? Because I think that was one of the things that you start to learn over time as a medical professional is which of the patients do you feel are really going to put the effort in to make the changes to improve their health, and who's just sitting there, wasting your time almost.
yeah,
And you wish it were different for the person, but you really know that you there's no more effort to put forth.
yeah. So,
And I think that's when you have to just learn that you don't take them all on.
yeah. Yeah, Erica's right. She could find, and it's not hard to do. I mean, YouTube. I mean, there's the internet. So there's so many resources out there And that's what I've done since 1991 is I take my favorite foods and make them healthy.
Right.
And I mean, I can say I know what healthy is because I'm a dietitian. I know what's healthy and what's not healthy, but it's easy to do with just a little, little easy education about swaps you can do.
Right.
But that doesn't appeal to her because, and it is, it's a lot of times it's a little more work. It may be a step or two more than you would have to do normally. But at the end of the day, it's your health.
Right. And you only get one of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's one of you.
Mm-hmm.
And medicine can only go but so far.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people really do rely on the medical system to fix them when things are really broken.
Yeah.
And then they get angry with us when we can't fix it for them.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's really going to be down to, I mean, if it's not something that's congenital or something that, the person, obviously we all understand there's, but when we're talking about somebody like Chantel, who has become the master of her own health.
Mm-hmm.
And I certainly would be courteous and cordial to them, but I would know she would fail. Like if she came into my cardiac rehab, I know I see her once and done.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I don't waste my time. I've had those people where I'll say, well, you really need to, cut back on this, you don't have to eliminate it, but you really need to cut that back. Well, I'm not doing that. And then I just say, well, have a nice day. There's no need to waste my time.
Right. Right. Yeah. And she's trying to make a healthy spaghetti. Girl, get away from the spaghetti.
Get away from the pasta.
Yeah, get away from it, girl. I mean, I enjoy it. Like, I allow myself once a week to have a pasta dish because I really like it.
Yeah.
But it's like homemade with it's like the fresh pasta. It's the good stuff. It's,
Yeah, I make my
enjoy
pasta.
it.
So, yeah, I make my own. So.
Oh, you do? Ooh, yummy.
Mhm.
My goodness. It's good over at Cheekbones' house for dinner, guys. Chantel, don't tell Chantel. She'll come over.
That's how I got my husband.
See, I'm a terrible cook. That's why I don't have a husband.
I need a gimbal. It's moving. It's the wind. Portia control, yeah.
Somebody mentioned portion control, and look how sad she got.
Yeah.
Oh, portion control. That means I have to actually control. All right, keep going. I told you this was wild. This one was wild. She's like off on a roll today. All right, she's back on this Hulk again.
What, babe? Call phone? Hi, Cozy.
She looks.
I need my glasses, yeah.
Sorry.
In the car. So I tried doing a smoky eye. I know I'm not, supposed to wear so much makeup, but
I don't care.
I know, and I feel like she's got bruising here. Do you notice all these really dark? I mean, I'm somebody who naturally has kind of dark circles under the eyes. I know that, but she's really just. She doesn't look good.
No.
I just anyway. Keep going, Chantel. We need to get through this live.
What? BLT plus C? What's that? My hair is long now. You guys would freak out. Oh my gosh, Andrea, really? Yeah, there's a frisbee here, babe. A frisbee. I don't want to touch it. I don't know where it was.
Girl.
I know. What I find funny, here's her marijuana paranoia is going. It's just I just find it funny that I think her audience said about her walking and vlogging, and she said, "I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to walk and live stream." Because everyone
Yeah.
was telling her how out of breath she is. But now she's talking about all these 8-hour walks and things she's going to take.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's sat in a park for over an hour. And I can promise you the only distance that this girl's walked is from the car to the bench and back again.
Hmm.
I bet you she didn't even walk around the place where she was at.
No, she didn't. She walked her car to the bench, from the bench to her car.
Yep, that's it. So there she was in a place that looks like made for a walking trail. Did she think about, let me just start with 5 minutes? Let me see if I can go 5 minutes. Let me take a lap, sit down. Maybe I get 3 laps in.
Well, she says she can walk 2 hours and then
Oh,
take a
that's
break.
right.
Right now, she can walk 2 hours.
2 hours.
Mhm.
Except when it comes to an airport.
Yeah.
2 hours. 2 hours. Nobody's seen her walk 2 hours. She can't even get to 2 minutes.
Mm-mm.
I think I counted one of her videos and she got to 54 seconds of walk time in the whole vlog.
Oh, I know. She's lying liar who lies.
All right, Chantel, keep talking about a health journey as you sit in the park. Don't walk and drink a tiramisu frappuccino. Just
Yeah.
keep going at it, girl. Such great health advice, everybody.
Yeah. Gore World Support Group. Yeah, you need one, I'm sure. Yeah, you know. Oh, well. Really? Bolognese makes you sick, Vanessa? I could see that. The texture feels like, as British people say, it feels like sick.
No, we don't say that actually.
What am I taking back?
As somebody who was raised in the UK, I've never heard us say that. We don't. She loves doing some English accents. I don't know why. She's terrible at them. That's terrible. All right, keep going, Chantel. Gosh, what has she got to talk about? Let's curry her along, guys. I
I'm
wanna
gonna
kill my
probably get some big
screen here.
Turks. I don't know. I love badminton. Oh, my things are gonna go flying. So yeah, Pennington's bees. I like having fresh new stuff. But I did get I had to. So I'm basically leaving behind all of my winter things for when I come here. So like sweaters, stuff like that. And then I'm going to bring back some gifts and that I got for my birthday. Because 40 is like a special birthday, you know. And then
You think she's bringing back anything for Salah from Canada?
Well, she's got her 90 and her cheeky draws. That's what she's bringing.
Oh, that's just what that man wants.
I hope he gets it too.
Oh gosh, I don't even want to envision that. All right, girl, keep going.
makeup. Yeah, I went to Pennington's JRF. No, I'm not ever taking my hijab off ever. No, I'll just be hot. But I can't. You know what? I can get cooler ones. I think maybe. I don't like wearing white. Like my complexion with white is. I'll show you what a frisbee is.
She also knows white is not a slimming color.
Yeah. Brings out the red.
Right, it brings out the red, but it's also not slimming. So she's gonna stay with dark tones, I think, for the slimming factors of it all. All right, girl. It's this one. She's really. Oh goodness. Okay, keep going. She's getting out of breath talking
For public use.
Oh,
Whoa. So this is a public frisbee. Is anyone weirded out? This is a public. So you throw it, and it goes. And
No.
if you have a dog, they have a public frisbee because if you have a dog, you throw it and your dog runs after it and catches it. That's why there's bite marks on it. Ew, the dog probably had bad breath. I'm just joking. I hope it didn't have rabies. Oh, frig. Cold. And I need to find a washroom after I get off of here. I'm not going to steal it. Paneer, yum.
Paneer.
A hint of what country you're going to be visiting? I don't know. We honestly don't know. But
She's
ew.
these
Hold on a
food
sec.
words suddenly.
Sorry to be gross. You know why? Because I had lunch. I don't have anything to pick my teeth with, so sorry about that. I guess I'll just have to put up with it. I could have used the receipt, but it flew away. You never saw a public frisbee when I go to Africa? Yeah.
Why did she keep going on about this Pennington's receipt? Does she try to use these as tax write-offs on her YouTube channel?
Probably.
Because she showed
That
her
would be my
haul.
guess. Yeah.
I guess she is trying to get her taxes together.
Look.
I just really you flash something for 3 seconds. Now you're gonna write it off on your taxes as something you used in your stream. You're not using it in your stream though. Can they just? I don't know enough about that. I was about to say I don't know if you can just write off stuff like that, but I'm guessing she's trying to because she's why or do they need the receipt to go into Kuwait if it's something new?
Oh, I would think taxes is why.
Taxes.
Yeah.
Because I know that they're all very strict, things about bringing new stuff into because then you have to declare it in customs and all sorts of stuff when you're returning home. Not that anybody ever does, but you're supposed to. I promise you, I came from a family that my parents were the only people who went into something to declare line at the customs. I was brought up with that type of honesty.
Yeah. I don't know with clothing though, like her bras and panties, if she has to declare those kind of stuff. I don't know enough about it. It's been so long since I've flown international. But I didn't have anything, all I had was my clothes. So
Well, see, I was my parents' child, but I didn't mind lying. So I would always tell customs I had nothing to declare. Even if I supposedly had clothing, I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. I've already paid tax in one country. You're not taxing me
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Stop the nonsense. Stop the nonsense.
Some parts. Maybe. It's not on the immediate list, but I would like to visit. Yeah. I want to go on a safari.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Pearly white teeth like tree bark. Especially after having coffee. This is why how you look really doesn't matter in life because beauty fades. Our teeth fall out. They get black, they get yellow.
No, they don't actually.
No.
No. I've got perfectly pearly white teeth.
Me too.
Now, have I got a couple of veneers in here? Yeah. I had to finally get 2 veneers on my bottom teeth. Because I just, that's the curse that I live in. But Chantel would probably hate the thought that I even have veneers.
Oh, she'd say something about it.
I said 2 little teeth at the bottom. But now I got nice, pretty straight teeth at the bottom. And they don't, they're easier to clean. I don't get plaque. They were getting really painful, because they were sort of turning. It was weird. I don't know. Like I said, I bought my dentist a second home in North Carolina. I swear.
Yeah.
We get wrinkles. We get fat, we get thin, we get whatever, all different things, Hey, Ted Oz.
Could be, yeah.
Ew, I touched the frisbee. I just realized that, and then I touched my tooth. Ew. Oh, I better take better care of myself. I don't want to end up on another drip with some kind of weird bacterial meningitis because I touched or rabies.
What?
Yeah, what? Your grandma died at 85 with all her teeth?
How? How is she getting bacterial meningitis from rabies? This girl says the wildest things out there. Oh, Chantel, keep going.
Wait, I want to see your dream come true. Yeah, I want to lose like in 6 months 100 pounds. That's not possible. It is possible, but it's really hard. So, and I want to glow up.
Oh.
I want a 6-pack.
Well, let's welcome old Kennedy in because Kennedy's new to our community. Hello, Miss Kennedy. Come on in. She said, OMG, I just found your account. I've been binging your vids all day. Oh my goodness, girl. You are a glutton for punishment. She said, so happy to catch a stream. Well, me too. I'm glad. Come join us, Kennedy. We'd love to have you join us. Yeah, welcome, Kennedy. Everyone drop a hey to Kennedy in the chat. I can't believe someone binging my stuff. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it more than you realize, Kennedy. Thank you so much for that. But I'm shocked and surprised, I promise you. I was even more shocked and surprised to find out my neighbor had been watching this stuff. Because I told her my account. She's like, oh, and that big girl that you told, she was talking about Chantel. And you know when someone... You just don't make that up. And then I have another guy friend and his girlfriend. They'll watch sometimes too. So they all know about you, Chantel. We're watching you in Virginia and Tennessee.
I need a rabies shot. ERBs. Imagine.
Great.
Yes, and why are you here today at the ER? I need a rabies shot.
Great. Does she know where they inject the rabies shot? Does she know? It goes through the umbilical.
Mm-hmm. Be a negative, Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine who got bit by a dog while he was riding his bike in Mexico City.
Oh, God.
And the stray dog just like came and got his leg and he had to go get a rabies injection. And I think it's through the umbilical. Like they go through the belly button.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The problem with Chantel, they go through the belly button. They're just going through a lot of adipose tissue.
You got 2 of them. So
I don't know. I could just imagine going through all that adipose tissue. It just the vaccine would just go into the adipose tissue. I don't even know if it would hit any circulation.
I don't think they make a needle that long.
Right. I was about to say that's a heck of a needle because she's very rotunded. Okay, we're almost done, Chantel. We've hung in there. I'm so happy that you came with me tonight, Cheekbones, because I was not feeling 100% today. So it's been so much
I
more
appreciate
fun.
it. I love it here.
No, and I'm having so much more fun because with you here, I still get irritated with Chantel, but at least I have somebody who understands why I feel irritated.
I have a partner in crime.
Partner in crime. And we've been described as blunt. Well, that's healthcare for you guys.
That is.
We sugarcoat it when we talk to you and you know, to make patients feel good. But in the back rooms, we have to be, you know, very straightforward about things that might not be, you know, appetizing to others. But all right, girl, keep on going.
Caution, babe. A tapeworm, you would lose a lot of weight. Whitening toothpaste.
Oh, thank you.
I use a toothpaste called Signal.
Sandra, that's so sweet.
You need to be real. Yeah, I don't think I can lose. Well, and yeah, that's a lot of weight in. In 6 months, it's doable, but you'd have to be really strict. Monjaro. Hi, Seth.
Is she trying to say she's going
Thank
to
you.
lose weight in 6 months now?
I think somebody had mentioned that she could lose 100 pounds in 6, or you could lose 100 pounds in 6 months, but you'd have to be real strict.
Right. She would literally have to be on a calorie deficit, probably be monitored by a physician to make sure that, you know, she's okay. You know, I mean, these are not, I think, this is why I hope this channel always helps educate people that health is a little more complex.
Yeah.
Especially as we get older.
Well, and when you have as many comorbidities that Chantal does. I mean, it's not just, like probably 99% of people in this chat, oh, I want to lose weight, calorie deficit, move more, got it.
Right.
You can't do that with her.
Right. Right. There's no portion control. There's no
Yeah.
plan. She's no structure to her day. All the things that she would need to probably help her with any of this. She doesn't have the structure. She got that planner out for one day.
Yeah. And, and I'm sure she's been, hitting the wacky tobacco while she's been in Canada, and she's not going to have that crutch when she goes back to Kuwait. That's why I feel like that's why she gained so much weight that was her only thing,
right?
That she had. So that took the place of the drugs or, this and this and this and this. It's just the eating. And so, it's going to be harder for her if she was serious to lose weight in Kuwait. And then you got the heat and that she can't go out. And, if we go out before 9, girl, you ain't up before 9 o'clock.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Right. She's like up in the middle of the night there. She's still like on Canadian time or something when she goes to Kuwait. She does not ever seem to be and that too is something else that can be something that causes a propensity to weight gain is lack of proper sleep. They say that has a huge effect on you.
Yeah. So
her not keeping good sleeping hours and stuff, it can have a number of detriments to you. And I think I've heard something about potentially, I think I was hearing about some potentially because of it, you could have, weight gain. Oh, just a variety of issues. All right. I know when I worked nights, it was horrible.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've never worked nights, but my twin sister is a registered respiratory therapist.
Oh,
and
gosh.
she worked night shift for a while. And I mean, it really does a number on you.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, I do not enjoy a night shift. Some people love night shifts, but I am not a night shift person. I mean, I could go all night. Don't get me wrong. But
yeah.
But I never, I was always grateful that sometimes I would have like 11 days off in between my shifts and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I needed the break.
Because
sometimes it was just, I could go 4 12s it was too much. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. We're almost done with Chantal. Everybody hang in there. The health queen is telling us how to glue up. Yeah. Have you all got your feminine wipes and your gummies? I cannot believe she brought out the feminine wipes. Don't use those things, guys. If there's a weird smell, go see your doctor.
Tumu? Oh, Timu? Hey, Sabrina. Community frisbee. Stay on for another like 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna get on with my day. So whenever I get back to Kuwait, I really want to I guess continue doing a mix of things. Like I want to try again to eat healthy and eat out less. That's always my goal, but it's so hard. So that means I'll be cooking. I really cleaned up my kitchen before.
Well, with that state of mind, Chantel, you're never going to be easy. Why is she trying to convince us on the health arc again?
I think she's doing it for the new people, but she doesn't understand the majority of us have been here. And I've only been here since, oh gosh, when did she start seeing Koki? That's when I came in.
Oh gosh.
So,
and I think I even saw her before that. I didn't see a lot of the Koki era because I was watching her through Zachary Michael. And he avoided her at that time.
Well, it's so easy. Like I said, watch YouTube if you don't have the resources. I mean, but let's make sure there's somebody credible.
Thank you.
I'm so tired of people. And I'm not, if y'all are in the chat, and I'm not trying to diss on you, but if you're a personal trainer, they seem to think that they're nutritionist. You're not nutritionist. You're not a dietitian. So, you know, you need to get somebody credible to help you with your journey. And you can find that on YouTube.
Right.
You know, but she has free stuff there.
Right.
But she's not ever going to do it. And cooking at home is not going to, because she gets back in that cycle of she can't smoke weed. She's there by herself. It's too hot. I can't do nothing. What can I do? I can eat. And that's what she's going to do. I
And
mean,
then she eats takeout. It's not like she's in the kitchen slaving.
Well, probably the takeout, some of it that she eats is probably not the hubcap of rice, but, you know, like a baked chicken and something, but it's all the add-ons or what.
Right.
And her in-betweens, as Yava says, 400 candy bars, 30 packs of ramen noodles, 200 pitas, and 9 pounds of cheese.
Right.
You know,
and then she had all those salty snacks as well. Bags of salty snacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
they're all for the guests.
Yeah. Sandra's right. She's going to make one pot pie that's terrible and then go back to ordering out. Yeah.
Right. She will. All right. Chantel, you're almost done, girl. We're almost done too.
Before I left. So I have room to like film better in there. You know?
What?
Yeah, Vanessa.
What do you want to say to that?
It's a shoebox. What's she making room to film better in there? What's she going to do? Blow out a wall? That is the size of, I don't know what that's a powder room. How's
Maybe
she going to
Salah's
make
got
more
a new
room?
apartment. Maybe there's a whole new apartment.
Well, I don't know. She can't move up too much. She can't pay all that. So I don't know.
Especially this month. Maybe they've moved downwards because I don't think her paycheck was that good. All right, keep going, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to exercise. My stamina sucks. I always dream about walking long distances because I used to do it, so I know what it feels like. But in my dream, I feel very unhealthy.
When did she ever walk a long distance? Is that the time she walked up the hill and rolled it down?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't ever remember this girl ever walking long distances. Maybe in her childhood?
Probably when she was at Katima Vic. I used to walk 400 miles a day.
Back in my time. I don't even see Chantel as being a sporty child.
No, she wasn't. She's always been overweight and lazy.
Right. So, I mean, where she's getting all this idea, not to be harsh on her, but she's just, and sometimes when you're not sporty children, that doesn't mean when you don't become an adult that you don't suddenly discover that you have a love for exercise. It doesn't have to be hard stuff, just walking. I just say walking. But she feels, obviously her heart is deconditioned. That's what I'm going to say. All right, keep going, girl. We got to get to sleep tonight.
Yeah, I can feel it. I want to get rid of my effing CPAP. I miss just being able to just fall asleep anywhere. Like get cozy on the couch and just curl up and fall asleep, like anywhere. Was that the Men in Black? There's so many things I want to do. I could do like if I do get healthy, imagine I could have like a year of content just doing things I never could do my whole 40 years of life because I was too big or unhealthy. A long hike. Yeah, I do like hiking when I feel healthy. The Gatineau Park is so nice for hiking. I've always wanted to hike there. I like pushing myself, but
it must have been cold out there because she's like rocking back and forth trying to create body heat at this point. I noticed. Because somebody said it was like 0 degrees out there in Canada today. So it might have been a bit brisk out there.
Well, that fat has finally gotten cold and then it's dropping her core temperature. That's probably what it is.
Right. Because she's been sitting outside on a bench, guys, for 50 minutes. Okay. Chantel not moved, really. All right, Chantel, keep going, girl. You're almost done.
Sometimes I just get in ruts and I get so depressed and then I feel too unhealthy. Yeah. A CPAP is for sleep apnea. Like you have to wear like pressurized air mask when you sleep. Yeah, Dawn. Thanks, GH.
Has she not
No, weight loss surgery is out of the question. I'm not saying here. When you get healthy. Yeah, Kina, thank you. Yeah. I'm going to bring him some Big Turks, maybe. The chocolate bar. And some other little things. You miss my cooking, eh? Hi, Sean. Yeah, I think maybe I will, Zoe.
He misses her cooking.
Oh, teardrop. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm sure, it's
I'm
hard.
sure he's missing that gravy that she always makes with everything. With her like, what is that sauce she always likes to make? The bechamel, but she calls it something else.
I'm not sure. I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it has a name. It's not a true bechamel.
Right, no.
But yeah, exactly. No one can help you but you. Exactly. I want to like take real responsibility for myself and my health.
And unfortunately, that's not true, Chantel. Because in reality, you probably need to really make any strides in your health. And I'm sure Cheekbones would agree. You probably do need inpatient care in a structured program for an extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need to be taught you need to actually literally be taught all of this. Like having somebody wake you up, having you eat consistently, having you exercise. She's never gonna doesn't have the capacity to or the fortitude to do this on her own.
Yeah, not jealous or raw. That's so funny. I just saw in the chat.
Oh, what happened?
Not
said
jealous or raw.
Well,
I'm sorry, that was funny. I couldn't help it. Well, I mean, but a lot of those programs, those inpatient programs, if they want to have outside food brought in, they can. They're still restricted as to what they can do,
right,
or make them do. So
right.
I don't want to. Somebody just needs to chain her up under a house somewhere, and here's your meal at this time, and there you go. So, but now I don't know about all of the inpatients, but the ones that I have seen that, if they, want to order out, have a pizza delivered, they can have a pizza delivered.
Oh,
they don't feel like doing something, they won't do something. Now they may get kicked out of the program, but it's not like like, no, you can't have this. This is all you can have kind of thing.
Hey, I've seen people eating, Hardee's ham and cheese biscuit right after a coronary cath. So
absolutely. A bucket of fried chicken. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're like, well, he had to go NPO. He didn't eat last night. He's hungry. Do you not think that's what? And the doctor was mad. That was one doctor. He's like, what are they doing bringing this man Hardee's? He's like, just had like 3 stents put in. What are they doing? They're not. They're Chantel's. No, just
my favorite TV show of all time, because I don't really watch TV now.
The Grassy High.
So I would have to say Unsolved Mysteries. I like Forensic Files. I like junky TLC shows. Would you be able to fly to Mars? I would not want to. There's nothing on Mars that interests me. Why would I want to fly to a planet that has nothing but rock when we have this beautiful planet that God gave us? Like, no. It would be cool though, babe, to go into space, I guess, but I'm too paranoid. I'm so claustrophobic. Like, I would never in a million years, no matter how much money I had or how much you paid me, go into that submersible that went down to the Titanic on any circumstance. Oh my gosh, the claustrophobia. Hi, Anna.
Oh,
Kim.
she must hate the CPAP.
Justice for rocks. You love the narrator? Me too, teardrop. I would, yeah. Nice answer, smart girl. Yeah, I don't have any interest in going into outer space. I mean, it would be cool, but I don't think I would do it. You're right, Angela. I'm good at being on Earth.
I'm just going to say NASA wouldn't pass you to flight.
Well, she'd be weightless in space, and then she'd bring her scale and then say, see, haters, I weigh nothing.
I'm weightless.
I'm weightless. Suck it, haters.
Oh my God. Can you imagine her in a non-gravity room just rolling around? The little legs and arms out. Just, oh, she'd be freaking out. All right, girl. I don't know how you managed to make these streams so long and do nothing.
No. Look up the space. Yeah.
Go up to space.
Love the red cheeks. The narrator is very calming, just like on Unsolved Mysteries. And I like David Attenborough too. The narration makes a difference. Hi, Katrina. Thank you. How's Kansas? Hey, Sean Joseph. So, guys. I wish it was a bit warmer today, honestly. I'm not going to lie. Because, I don't know, going for a walk when it's freezing windy, it sucks. No spaceship beezing. Hey, Sean.
Spaceship. I
The
can't.
sun is shining. Lovely catch up. Hey, plain cheeseburgers. Somebody was asking about you earlier. Passion Tim. I love Unsolved Mysteries and Forensic Files. Same truck. Oh my gosh. It's that killer from that movie. Australian serial killer.
Oh.
I'm in the wilderness plain cheeseburgers. Oh, I think I see my receipt down there. Should I go get it? I don't want to go get it.
Pick up your litter,
Should I get it?
girl.
What if I need to return something? No,
I
I'm
don't
not
want
going
to
to.
get up.
Oh, if I'm not going to return
Pick up
anything,
your litter. Pick up your litter. She's too lazy to pick up the receipt.
Not going to get up in front of that camera. So what she's not going to do.
Oh my goodness. Girl, stop littering. You're in a park. Okay. And now you're littering? Great. And I thought you just taught us all about not feeding the geese French fries. And now you're littering the park. I bet her Aunt Phyllis is going to be having another Facebook page about that.
I don't need the receipt.
All right, come on, Chantel. We got 10 minutes.
Chubby Moo is not with us here anymore. He's with his foster mom. I might get him someday. He's either going to stay with the foster mom who really loves him, and also,
oh God,
like she said she would never give him away, especially not without talking to me first. So, and I'm going to try to get him somehow.
Leave the
I don't
cat.
know. I have to think about it. Maybe next time I come, I'm going to try to plan to come here at least once a year. Little Beezer, yeah.
What is she trying? Who's going to take care of these cats then when she goes off and does all this dang traveling? I mean, it's not like she really is. I hope that person never gives that cat back.
No, and I feel like it's at a home that she's not. She just blowing smoke.
Right. Oh my goodness. I just can't, because you cannot be thinking about having all, and in a foreign country. You don't even live in that country. You're a tourist there. And yet you're bringing animals into it. And you're talking about taking a cat. Barely you and Salah have a right to be there. I mean, you're about to get that poor man probably taken out of that country.
Yeah. That's, yeah, I agree.
Somebody should send the Kuwait authorities to the social media. I've got the address. We'll send them some of Chantel's Kuwait videos.
Yeah.
Let's send her one of the rage ones. When she starts hating on Muslims, we'll send her one of those.
Yeah.
They can print out another receipt by mobile number or name. Yeah, that's true. Can you have Sam? No, I can't just give him to just anybody. It would have to be somebody I know and trust. I know. I wish I could take him. Hey, Hissy Fits. That's depressing me. There's nothing perfect about either situation I'm in. There's something about each that depresses me. Oh, would you like Wire High? And that's one.
Has she been watching us, Cheekbones? Did you see that message?
I wouldn't doubt it. She's never coming back. Yeah. If I had $1 for every time she has said that, I'd be on my yacht in the Bay of Cleopatra off the coast of Istanbul right now. She says that all the time. I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back.
Is that because Bella says she talks fast and lies, plays mental games on her subs. Absolutely. All day long. That's all this is. It's just a mind game. All right. I told you this one was wild. I wasn't wrong.
You weren't wrong.
I know other people are like, oh, this one was kind of boring, but we're listening to it in a different way.
Yeah.
And it's full of all sorts of, telling lies that she has.
One of them.
Oh, she's never.
You can't buy a home in Kuwait unless you're Kuwaiti, I think. Go get the receipt. Some stalker will come get it and use it for content. Andre Maurice, you know what? It's so true. Maybe I can autograph it. see the same truck. Yeah, just try it. I have 700 people here, buddy. Just try it. And try kidnapping a
Girl, nobody
366
wants
pound
you.
woman. Just try it.
Yeah, just try it. Yeah, because it need like 5 people to kidnap you, you big girl. I've had to call whole teams of fire departments to pick up people like you off the floor.
Henry Lee Lucas would have shut and locked the door. Come on, girl.
Yes.
Ain't gonna happen.
This is one
You're
time
safe.
Ted Bundy would have said, no, I don't think so.
Oh well, that's yeah. He'd have drove on by.
Even the worst serial killer would be like, no, maybe not this one.
You couldn't tolerate her long enough.
Yeah,
No.
right. I know. They'd be like, oh no.
Get on out.
Promise you. Chantel, the smell probably would just put the kidnapper off.
You're gonna have to get out my car. I can't take it.
Yeah. She'd be like, hold on, let me just get the feminine hygiene wipes. Let me wipe myself down so I smell fresh when you kidnap me.
Powder myself up.
Yeah. I'm gonna powder myself. I'm gonna get my wipes out. I'm gonna get my cheekies on and my nightie. Gosh, why would you think anybody's gonna stalk her, kidnap? Well, I mean, I don't think you have money for a ransom, Chantel. And we know Salah is not a multi-millionaire sitting in Kuwait, so he's
No,
not.
I'd probably pay for them to keep her, but
Yeah,
not to
he
let her
sent the
go.
kidnappers. He knows the kidnappers. It's just so funny watching her be paranoid with vehicles. It's like, girl, don't tell us you're high without telling us you're high.
Yeah.
Ugh, Chantel.
All right, babe. No, I didn't fight with my mom. I miss Sam too. I miss all my cats. I know. They can get your what? My credit card number's on there? Shit. For real? Okay, I'll get it after. Should I get it now?
Doofus.
What's she doing about this? She's what?
Ow! I'll get it when I get off. This is gonna be hard to get out of here. What's this?
What is she struggling with?
She can't get up off that
I
bed.
gotta pee. Okay, I'm gonna go get my. Hold on.
Well, I think she's concerned because I guess she has the camera set up on a tripod, maybe. And I guess
well, I'm sure, but they told her her credit card number's on her bill, on
right.
that receipt.
Well, there's
which,
only
no,
the
it's
last
not.
4 digits.
Yeah. So,
They're not supposed to reveal the whole number. That's
No,
that's
but
not the
she's-
long.
she's so stupid, but she can't get up. Yeah, Dot's right. She can't even turn her head, much less get up.
Right. And I also think she's scared to get up because she don't want the camera, like her whole caboose flashing the camera and showing
Mhm.
how big she is
Mm-hmm.
and how much she struggles to get up from places.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, keep going. You're still a litterer, Chantal. You're still a litterer. Pick up your trash.
No, I don't want to get off because I don't want you guys. What if I?
See me.
Ow! Oh, my leg bone. Oh, I gotta crack it. Oh, jeez. I need the vitamin C. I mean, vitamin D.
No, you don't even know what vitamin C or vitamin C, as I say, would address that scurvy supposedly that you have. And now she's severing her leg. I guess that neuropathy acting up on her, man.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Because look at that. She looks upset. She's next thing we know, the sciatica back. It was gone at the start of the stream. It's already back by the end. Because she blew her leg turning on a bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds.
Give me a swig of syrup. Oh God, this chat's killing me.
Oh, our chat's always great.
Oh, they're so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, guys.
Oh,
This is what I'm wearing.
oh. She did go with the caboose.
Ooh, ooh, ouch, oof.
She looked big, didn't she?
Oh, shit. Jeez.
Flip disc? I mean, who knows? I would like to know what her A1C was now that she went to the hospital with that event. I'm sure they drew a A1C on her.
Oh, yeah.
I hope they did. I'd love to see how high it was.
I
I mean, not for her really, but I'm sure it was high. What is she doing? Oh, girl.
Mm. Ooh, Sabrina. Mm.
Okay.
I know.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Yeah, she's headed to
Okay.
base camp.
So everything all together was 110.
I mean, the girl just got winded getting up off a bench.
Look at her eyes.
Oh, I know. Her eyes are really red.
Well, look, I don't know. They're just bizarre. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the filter doing weird stuff too, you know, because she always got the filters on.
Looks like two different faces.
Yes. But it was just funny that she just went up, got a receipt, sat back down, and she's completely breathless. And she thinks she's going to be off at base camp in a couple of months.
Is that her fast food or something?
Yeah. No, it's her Penningtons. It's the Penningtons. Well, she's got a whole car probably full of fast food receipts. I'm sure they're scattered on the floor.
With the bags.
Oh, God. You know her car is trash like that. God, can you imagine what the smell must be like when she comes back from traveling and the car just been sitting wherever she dumped it with all the containers that she just tosses to the floor and never probably takes to a trash can?
Well, all the biohazards on them seats.
Oh, I just thinking of the steering wheel, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Hi. Hi. Do you want a frisbee? Hey?
Let's watch Chantel throw. Oh, she couldn't even do that.
golly.
Sorry, that got me coughing. That was about the worst frisbee throw because I have a frisbee because I live at the beach, so we do a lot of frisbee. That's one of the ways we entertain ourselves at the beach, is throwing the frisbee. That was a Chantel. You try to explain to people what a frisbee did, and then you threw that. It doesn't look like you can throw a frisbee.
No.
Oh, girl. You were the last one picked on the sports teams, weren't you?
She was the water boy.
It was like her and one other girl that didn't like to exercise as kids, you know? Because they used to do that cruelty to us as children in England. I don't think maybe in the States they don't do that. But when I was growing up as a kid in England, they would, put you off into two teams, and then they would have people, pick who they wanted to have on their team. And obviously, if you were one of the last kids picked, that meant that you were not.
Yeah. We did that. Back in my day, we had you had to, at PE, we did calisthenics and stuff.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, we had good old field hockey and stuff like that. And rounders. And we don't do, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the darn, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it. A lot of team sports. Let's put it that way.
Kickball was big.
No, we had this. There was this weird, it's not like basketball. God, I can't believe I can't remember the name. And it was like you have to be still and you have to pivot and throw the ball. I'm sure there's people in the chat who are going to know what this is. And I can't remember what it was called. God, I had to play it all the time and running. We did a lot of running, which was the one thing that I excelled at. So, when the people used to be trailing behind the other, they were too slow and they needed to speed up because the teacher needed to wrap the class up. And they would always make us run 2 laps at the beginning of the year.
That dodgeball, man. Sandra knows what I'm talking about. They would murder you in that dodgeball.
I did adult dodgeball.
Oh, there was no, they didn't, you got hit wherever that ball landed. There was no,
Oh,
I'm Gen X. They didn't care. There was no caring about your feelings and getting hurt. That
oh,
they
heck no.
suck it up.
God, the heck no. I'm Gen X too. It's like, no way. They throw it right to your dang head. I got hit by a hockey stick by my teacher one time. She took the wind out of me. She was trying to show something. She swung the hockey stick and hit me right in like winded me. It was wild. I think I still didn't get out of class that day.
Yeah, what feelings?
I don't even know if the teacher probably like, oh, sorry. I just whacked this kid.
I threw the frisbee.
Oh,
What?
cool.
I don't know. It's like a hi. Come here. Come. I don't know. It's like a random dog.
Oh,
It keeps coming closer to me. Oh, there he is. What are you doing? It's someone's dog. There's a collar on it. A lot of people come and walk their dogs. So, show you the dog. Come see. No, it's probably trained not to bug people.
yeah.
Thank you, Joanne.
Yeah. No, the dog.
Don't get bit.
Oh God.
Maybe.
No, maybe the dog just smells her and keeping away.
Yeah.
Dogs are very good at sensing people, just like cats. That's why cats always look miserable with her. The dog won't come near her. The only dog that comes near her is Natter. That's the only dog.
Yeah. I saw her tooth, but Mads, I don't know. I can't tell if it's broke off or not. It just looks shorter than it used to look.
I'm sure part of it's broken away. Especially with it being a baby teeth. I don't think they're not enamely as strong as like an adult.
No.
Tooth. So, I mean, and she's not getting any care on it. Gosh, her teeth are all messed up. And so now she says she's never going back, never coming back or something. Oh,
you're right. Then I'll really need a rabies shot.
Rabies shot?
Probably a wolf. Hello. Hello. You want to see the dog? Hi. Hi. What kind of dog is that?
Smart dog.
It's running away.
Oh, somebody showed up in their van. I think it belongs to that. There's a guy there. A coyote. He's a cute dog. Hi.
I'd say that was a pretty dog. That looked like a stray.
Yeah, it was.
He's going nuts. That's no wolf. I assume they're a good responsible pet owner vaccine. Yeah, Danielle.
Oh,
looks like a lot.
Responsible pet owner. Here she is. Here she is. Just as responsible as she is with her own health, she is responsible for her pets. Cat's not fixed. Cat could be in heat by now. You know, it's been a while.
Oh, yeah.
She's not vaccinated, the cat. She doesn't have a de-shedder to try to get any of the mats through. Nothing.
For hamster, Salah, that last time, one time when she went to Canada, came back, and she was gone, what, I think, was the first time she came back, 3 months. He had not cleaned that hamster cage.
Oh, my gosh.
So, which I'm sure we're on number 8 or 10, Howie.
Oh, yeah.
But, that's, no, those poor animals.
I know. Just, oh, gosh. Yeah. So the fact that she's trying to talk about anything to do with taking good care of her pets, it's all lies, everybody. Okay. It's all lies. She doesn't take care of their health. She can't take care of her health. So why would she care about theirs? She's not going to be like us, especially here in the States. My dog cost me over $400 for her regular checkup the other day.
Yeah.
You know, just because she's a large dog, and so you got the large dog meds.
Yeah.
You're a very good girl, Junebug. Yes, you are. She's been taking good care of me. I'm gonna say it, and this is the last thing I'll say, but I have to say, for my dog Junebug, anyone who knows Junebug, I was in a considerable amount of pain on Saturday morning from whatever has been messing up. I don't know if it's the Bactrim. I don't know what happened. I thought I was taking it with food. Maybe I didn't get the probiotics in time. I don't know. But my stomach has not been the same. So I'm literally trying to eat applesauce and saltine so I can still manage to take my antibiotic. But
Are you taking the Floristore?
I'm taking Bactrim.
Yeah, but or the probiotic. Which probiotic are you taking?
Oh, it was some type of vegan women's health one I found at Target.
Are you taking it 2 hours before or after your Bactrim?
You know, I haven't thought about that.
Yeah. Well, Floristore is vegan, by the way.
Oh,
but
it is?
Yeah, I think we talked about it on maybe the first stream we done together.
I think we did.
That was the one that you can take it with the antibiotic, but any other probiotic, you would need to take it 2 hours before or 2 hours after your antibiotic.
Okay. I think this morning I managed to do it 2 hours beforehand because I think I took my probiotic at like 7, and then I take my Bactrim at 9.
Yeah, that Bactrim Angel of Glass is right. That stuff is, that'll do a number. I just have had such good success with Floristore,
right,
and with the use of antibiotics. That's what I always just recommend.
Okay, I'm gonna have to write that down and make sure I get it. I just I was in such a poor way on Saturday. I literally had Target deliver me stuff. So
yeah.
I didn't want to get out the house. I was just like, that's what Target delivery is for. I'm very fortunate. I live right down the road from it. So I just got a bunch of Pedialyte and saltine crackers and applesauce and just all these things because it's just like, and like I said, I was screaming in pain. My bowels were hurting really bad the other night. And and Junebug, oh, she was so sweet. She's like trying to like come over the top of me and trying to like get me, like comfort me, basically.
Yeah.
It was so sweet. So sweet. Anyway. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't usually suffer this badly with antibiotics, but this one is really tearing me up.
Yeah.
It's not been easy.
No, Teardrop is not cheering me on. She just minds her business and, likes my content, just lets me live my life. Hi, Escaping Reality. I also don't care if people are concerned, but I don't think that just because people are here supporting and liking my content that they support my death or something like that.
Here's what that guy did. He saw it to walk, and then he saw Chantel. He looks like he turned around. They're all trying to avoid her, even the dog. Keep going. You got 3 minutes, girl.
Hi, Richie's boy. It's no one's responsibility to take care of myself except for my own. None. Not my family's. Because people who love me do try to advise me. Trust me, they do. They get on my ass. Harassing someone into weight loss doesn't work. Yeah. Dog is going in the Kia. Dogs have too much energy for me, honestly. Hey, Hot Tea. What's up? We're here to support her all the way. Thank you.
She wouldn't like my dog, then. Junebug loves to run for hours, man. She's been understanding that I haven't felt good, so she's been very good about not like harassing me too much for walks, And but I know she's wanting to go out. I've been getting out a couple of little walks, but nothing like we usually do. But yeah, can you imagine Chantel being a dog owner?
No. Oh, hey, Mega Omega is asking, you might know she's about hydration. Is Pedialyte the best for hydration?
I mean, I think Bella Italia probably knows better, but I know that that's the one that's the most recommended by pharmacists and doctors. Pedialyte is like magic. Yes. Because and I've got the actual it's actually, if even for adults, if you really want a good hydration drink, if you do exercise extensively, Pedialyte is a far better choice of an electrolyte drink than any of the other sugary Gatorades or anything like that. They have
Yeah,
all different types.
I did the Duval crawl in Key West one year, and that Pedialyte saved my life. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's so much more hydrating than it's actually formulated, I
Yeah.
have, and now they actually make like adult flavored ones, like the advanced one, which is the one I have, has some like pre-active something in it, some prebiotics in it.
Mm.
33% more electrolytes. It was ice grape flavor and it was very good.
Oh,
Advanced care. It was very good. Very good.
yeah.
I have had Pedialyte in the past, and it was like, but this stuff, I tell you, it tastes better than Gatorade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm kind of glad that I just decided to buy bottles and bottles of this. Yeah, Pedialyte is good, but no sugar Gatorade is fine in a pinch. Okay, thank you, Bella. We appreciate that. Yeah, Pedialyte is good. Yeah, I mean, for somebody who was going through what I was going through, I needed Pedialyte. Abriana says, Ray, did you hear the American Diabetic Association is being sued for fraud?
What?
No.
What?
We're going to have
Ooh,
to
I'm gonna have to
research that.
Yeah.
Listen to the two of us. We have to, we said that in tandem. I love it. You have 10 in the house. 10 dogs. I would love to have a lot of the dogs. All right, Chantel, you got 2 minutes, girl. Let's hear your pearls of wisdom as you finish out this live stream.
You. I'm not going to come in here being negative and rude. I'm not that person. Yeah, exactly. I care about you, but I'm not going to bully you into. Yeah. So
I'm wondering if she is thinking about the social media stuff in Kuwait. I don't know. Or is she just trying to save her channel from getting struck again?
Yeah, it's probably a mix of both.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I think so.
anyways, guys, it's been an hour. So yeah, I didn't finish my thought as usual. But for Kuwait, I like cooking, maybe cooking live streams, stuff like this.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Sissy. It's intelligent enough. Kiki. Harvey's bees. I'm not going near Harvey's ever. The goose is not there. I don't want to go.
That's a lie.
Depresses me.
Oh, God.
I know.
Jose, I don't know. I haven't weighed myself in like a little while.
Oh.
I will when I get home.
Oh. She always says she told her doctor she weighed a lot. Girl, you know how much you got weighed because they weighed you at the hospital, probably. When you
Absolutely.
Because they had to figure out how much hydration to give you. So they had to base it on your weight. She knows exactly how much she weighs because they had to do a weight base for that hydration or whatever she was getting done.
When she was in the hospital when was it, January? And people were saying like doubting she was there, and she posted those records up online. She marked out her weight. And that I tell people, that's how I know proof positive she's 400, at least 50 pounds, is if she was 350 or 360 pounds, she'd have slapped that thing up there and said, see here at the hospital, 300, but she marked out that her weight on those medical papers.
I think she's between 450, 475. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Which is wild. Wild. People. I mean, I've seen big people at 300. So for her to be tipping this type of weight, guys, I mean, you saw the pictures. I mean, did you see where she had crossed that window in Ottawa?
Yeah. Absolutely.
She's a big girl.
It's amazing.
I'm surprised her legs can take it. No wonder her legs hurt. I mean, I'm not surprised her legs would not hurt carrying that weight. I can't imagine.
I can't believe she didn't blow her knees out.
Me too. But I think that's why she's starting to walk less. I think it's hurting her more. The weight is going to start to really, and she's so out of breath with it too. Her heart, and then her heart becomes deconditioned. So that it's just, it just becomes a cycle. That's why it's so important just to, you don't have to, I always say, don't worry about hardcore. Just get out and walk. You know, that's good. 5 times a week, 30 minutes a day. There we go.
Yeah.
You know, positive energy. We're excited because we're doing a new season, and we're excited because I'm coming home, and we're excited because we're talking to you fine people. So yes.
Oh, God.
Trying to
Help
bring
us.
the couples channel.
Okay, guys. Thanks, Jose. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go for now. Not really, Danny Love. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thanks for hanging out and seeing my hygiene bees. Yeah, I like salad too. Thanks, Barbara. Thanks, everybody.
Cheese.
Love you
And
guys.
6 pounds of dressing.
Thanks, Teardrop. Thanks. Bye, Carrie. Everybody. Bye.
All right, Chantel. You're all right. Stop your madness, girl.
You know, somebody I saw in the chat, I'll say real quick, but and I wish I could tell you who it was. I don't remember, but they made the comment that how funny it was that she got her play button in Kuwait within a week, and
Right.
she's been in Canada for a month and still hasn't got her replacement button because she said she was going to have it sent to Canada, her
Right.
replacement. And I thought, yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I have no idea. She is just she's too all over the place for me. She's worn me out today. She's worn me out, Cheekbones.
Me too. This was something else, man.
Yes, I appreciate you staying for so long. We are at 4 hours.
No problem. No problem at all. I enjoyed it. I really do. Your chat is hilarious, and they're smart and clever, and you're great. So I really enjoy
thank you.
these.
Well, we love having you, you know, so we always invite you back. We know we can't steal you all the time from your family, but we certainly love it when you are here to join us. And I just want to say real fast, because I can tell my tummy's not feeling happy at the moment. And I may have to excuse myself. So I'm going to start wrapping up this live. I just want to thank Cheekbones for coming and joining us. To all my mods, Miss Pat Ray, Miss Bella Italia, Miss Angel of Glass, Miss Brooke A, Miss Rosebud, all of you here. If you haven't had a chance to hit the likes, hit the subscribes, do all that good stuff, we certainly appreciate it. Anything you want to finish out with, Cheekbones, before I end this stream? Because I can tell my tummy acting funky.
Just do the opposite of what Chantal does. That's the best advice I can give you. And I hope you get to feeling better, Miss Ray.
Me too. I do too.
And everybody take care and take care of yourselves.
Yes. And thank you guys. Thank you for everyone for being here. We love you. We're coming off stage. We're going to end this stream. Bye. Bye.